don't know. I mean, previously he'd messaged us like, "Hey, I'm, late because of like work meetings and shit," but there was nothing.
Okay, hold on. I'll message him real quick. I mean, at this point, you guys are too close to the end. I would like fill his spot. So I just want to see if we're gonna make him yet another NPC or what. So
Well, in that case, let me boot up his sheet.
We might be jumped by a kraken. We got to know if he wants to like go down with the ship or something. I don't know.
No, that's not fair.
We'll have to shove a whole bunch of like tiny little fishies into his armor and use them as some sort of bait, so that hey man, how you doing?
Who are you people?
Are you back, or did you just like log in because you're like toxic masculinity man enough to tell us that you quit? Like,
Yeah,
we can take it.
Listen,
we can take it.
I gotta throw it out there. F you guys.
Oh wow. All
right. Oh man.
On that note, the campaign just got way better. Let's get started. Oh shoot.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Anyways,
all I can say is like, what did I do, man? I mean, I showed Egan a good time.
All right, so
I'm hurt.
Egan's had access to the recordings of the ancients, so nobody even has to catch him up on what's going on. He'll be fine.
Shoot.
Yeah. All right. So, you guys are in Neverwinter. You have come here to meet up with a ship captain. You are going to the ship captain has been arranged for you as a personal favor from your very good friend, the water baroness of Yartar, who you've always been on great terms with. Everything's been great. Now that you guys are best friends in the whole world and always welcome in the city of Yartar as heroes, she's arranged for you guys to get free passage on a ship captained by a half elf who she describes as the only person crazy enough to take you where you want to go.
And he's a wizard. She also said that.
And he's a wizard. Yes, thank you, Hagrid. Yes, so we left off with you guys fancy shopping where all your dreams come true. Egan donated all of his personal wealth so that you guys could buy yourselves better equipment, which was extremely kind of him. He's been very kind for the last 2 weeks.
Oh man, you guys were able to get a lot with that 20 gold, huh?
And let's see. Yeah, you basically are just counting down the clock until this guy's ship is ready. But it sounds like Gyoza had 1 or 2 notes that he came up with during the week that he wanted to maybe discuss with the captain if there's still time for these preparations to be made to the ship. So that is something that can happen as well. All right. On that note, let's throw on some music, and we will jump on over to Neverwinter and get this thing started. Okay.
We're still level 9, right?
Yep.
That didn't change?
Yeah, your next milestone may or may not be saving the king of the Storm Giants from an enemy so powerful that the nation of Storm Giants is afraid to encroach on its territory, even if it means saving their king and ending the chaos that is the Ordning.
That doesn't sound like milestone material.
I just want to throw it out there. I definitely think we're in the potential realm of getting 2 level ups if we take down the Kraken. Start throwing it out there.
So
you do know this is not an XP based game.
So here's
right?
the thing. Here's the thing. I don't mind ending the campaign early if you know what I'm saying. So
guys,
Marcus. You know what? What is it? Oh, what does it say here in chapter 17? Oh, bonus milestones. If they kill the named Kraken, one of the strongest NPCs in the Sword Coast, they get a milestone. You're right. Oh man.
Ooh.
Well, didn't mean to let that juicy nug fall out of my mouth. Doesn't influence your decisions.
I thought we were just
throwing it out there.
I thought we were just gonna tell that dragon the size of a mountain where the biggest, most delicious piece of sashimi is.
Yeah,
So,
let's
guys,
convince Cloud.
To put this in perspective, this guy is he identifies this guy. He hooks up with Umberly, the bitch queen, so I'm assuming he feels pretty manly about himself. This guy is like on the level that he would smoke cigars with Clouth. Like they would smoke cigars together.
If Klaus weren't a red dragon and he weren't a kraken, and mortal.
So what you're
enemies.
saying is we could then probably take
Well,
Clout
the only
after
reason
too.
they're mortal enemies is because as a species, they just hate everything that's not themselves. But red dragons and krakens.
Right.
But yeah, they're definitely at a level where they would be like, like they're in the same weight class.
Guys, I got a way that we can technically beat the kraken.
Oh yeah.
I do. I was thinking about it all week. We only have to sacrifice 3 things. A single
Okay.
person and Salem's vest of holding and the extra bag of holding we have.
I mean, technically, if you could get it to get, if you could send him to the ethereal plane, right? That
Astral
seems
plane
like,
is-
that seems like a pretty good solution. Except this guy's a 20th level wizard, so he would just come right back.
Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds like he could
Yeah.
teleport back or wish himself back. Maybe I don't know.
Oh, that's kind of. I was like, oh,
I
yeah,
wish I
that'll-
was back in my lair.
Right.
On the plus side, that would rid him of a 9th level spell slot.
I've been wanting to weaponize bag of holding.
Don't worry, me too.
I was kind of thinking, maybe it would just open a portal to the ethereal plane for his internal organs.
Well,
You know-
Oh, that would be hype. Yeah.
Actually, in my
Yeah.
head, I was like, what if someone got eaten? We would actually have to set someone up to get eaten. And then that person from the inside set off the bag of holding bomb.
I would just like to throw it out
No.
there. I have found one of my
And hope he
friends
doesn't chew.
in a campaign that I
The
run
issue-
has found schematics for a arrow which could work as a
I've seen that too, yeah. I think I have it on
bag of
Pinterest.
holding arrow, basically like the ethereal play arrow.
But the issue is the wording of when you put a bag of holding into another type of holding object is that it sucks in any creatures within 10 feet of it, and technically it being inside the thing's stomach, it's still a creature, so it would just get shunted through. Maybe stomach first and come out all what is it? Reverse Kraken on the
You know
on
what?
the other
You
side.
know what? Let's just fill a bag of holding with shit, and we'll just throw shit at the Kraken. Okay, we'll invert the bag and throw shit at the Kraken. That's what I'm hearing right now.
Why waste what is it, 3,500? I forget what the current rate is in the Sword Coast for a bag of holding. It keeps shifting, but yeah,
lot more
it's,
than that.
yeah, I think it's like 5,000 right now for a bag of holding. You could just put poop in a paper bag and set it on fire. I mean, it'd probably be the same thing. You know what I mean? So, all right. So, Zaldar Flotion, this guy right here. You go down to the docks. You meet with Zaldar Flotion. You present to him your many rockstar demands: a bowl of only brown M&Ms, some kind of siphoning vacuum system to make ice cubes, which was super dope, by the way. Okay, and you also mentioned cannonballs. He looks around nervously because cannons are illegal in the Sword Coast, and he doesn't. He tells you that if you're a cop, you have to tell him that you're a cop, kind of thing, because he has no cannons to speak of. But he narrows his eyes, and and it just becomes like 2 pools of black mascara. And as he looks at you, there's definitely an appraisal going on. And he says, I've gotten your request from the Water Baroness, and I have to say, you're about as crazy as I imagined you'd look. So, yeah, she said you'd have a giant and a magic cat. The magic cat's way more than I was expecting, in a good way. I really like what you've got going on there, magic cat. But listen, where you want to go is dangerous. I don't care about my own life, but I care about my crew. So, I need to know, do you want us to die for you? Because if you do, I at least want to call in some favors so that my crew's families are taken care of.
Think about it, less dying for us and more dying for the world.
I want you to
We're all-
live for us.
Yeah,
We're
we
all
want you to
gonna
live
put our
for
lives
us.
on the line. We'll be right there with you.
That would have had
We're
much
not
more
trying to
impact
die.
if Salem didn't start.
So, tell it to me straight. What are you gonna do? Like, do you know where in the Tempest we're going? Do you know where whatever you're after is being held? Or whatever you're
Sam.
looking for is? Are you hunting the Kraken?
He got us, guys.
Because all I got from the Water Baroness was that you needed a ride into the Tempest.
Tell
No
her
clue.
why we needed a ride?
She did not want to know.
Oh, that's right. She said the less information she knew, the better. So we're probably gonna say the same for you, in case you do manage to live through this and you don't want to be hunted down. How's that sound?
Okay, all right. So me and my crew, we're just gonna sail you to the Tempest or into the Tempest.
Into.
So
Into
probably
this.
want to do that
There's
whole
a-
like next of kin thing you were talking about.
I see.
Yeah, we're going all the way into the temple, and we're
So
hunting down a ship.
We're gonna die. Man,
Nope.
Telling them more
There's
information you need to know.
There's a good chance of it. There's a good chance of it. We're gonna take that
I'm
risk.
sure we'll be fine.
I appreciate your honesty and your candor. I'll see what I can do about these modifications. Thanks for giving me the time to let me and my crew put all our affairs in order. No one that sails with me thinking they're gonna see tomorrow.
Well, at least you're honest about it.
Appreciate your honesty and your candor.
Ah,
Just repeat. All right.
Okay.
Hey guys, OOC. Do y'all really want to try and kill the Kraken?
No.
Do you want to put your lives on the line to try and kill this Kraken? Let's,
No.
No.
let's
No
let's
matter
talk
how-
that ahead of
no
time.
matter how you word the question, it's still gonna be no.
Okay.
I
I intend to
personally.
see Lars as a level 11 character, so I finally have good skills.
Even Salem isn't that mad.
Okay, just wanna check because I got that plan in the strategy channel called Plan Omega. We could do it.
Wait, Plan
if y'all
Omega.
wanted to. Did y'all look through the strategy channel?
I didn't see Plan Omega, but I'm gonna look at it right now.
Okay, so I got like plans A through G and a plan Omega. I got lots of plans, lots and lots of plans. So, I mean, if we want to kill the Kraken, I think that's our best chance.
I'm liking these plans.
No.
No,
Right,
that's
So here's the thing: any plan that mentioned killing the Kraken, I did not read the plan because I did not want to know. So you'll have
Because there
that.
is no plan to kill the Kraken.
You'll have that to your advantage. Oh, did I say that out loud? I'm not baiting you. I'm not baiting you at all. I want. But I am curious what your new characters are going to be like and how I'm going to explain why they were brought in at the very end to finish up all your hard work over the past 2 years. So
I can tell you right now that all the new characters are basically just going to be the Kings of the Wild novel.
Remember, Crash, we could be captured and living on Kraken Island, and one of us escaped and gets the rest of the heroes to come and rescue us.
I mean this in the nicest way possible.
Is it gonna be that
With
one?
as much love in my heart as I can muster. Go fuck yourself with that shit.
I have run. We had a TPK in Red Hand of Doom, and fortunately, hobgoblins take prisoners because they love slaves. So they made a new adventuring party that was hired by the locals to rescue the original adventuring party.
And it was epic.
It was cool. So there's always solutions. There's always a fail state or whatever. But
that being said, Crash, I don't think us just constantly making new characters and throwing them at the Kraken to save the original group.
It'll work eventually, in theory.
But I have a really cool idea for my next character.
Okay,
So do I.
Just ask.
How many groups have gone to save these people? They're going to be like, 11, 12, and this next group's going to be like, you know what? Let's just try saving the world without them.
No,
I mean,
make
just
it
throwing
extra
it out there.
spicy. You guys won't even be allowed to save your own characters. I'll run it as a one-shot adventure, and then whoever signs up for it will have to be responsible for saving your characters.
That's not a bad idea.
Oh God.
All right. So a couple things. Do we have greater restoration in case we need it to get the king out of his coma?
I have it.
Okay, so we got at least one person who does?
But I can only cast it once, and that's my 5th level spell.
Do we have a scroll of greater restoration, or can we obtain a scroll of greater restoration?
That'll be kind of expensive, but probably.
Let's call... Oh, well, hold on. Let me go ahead and crack open our money.
There were 2 changes to the thing that I have to take care of real quick. There was a scroll of healing word that got bought, and there was, I want to say, lightning
potion resistance.
No.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. That was a smart buy, by the way. That was a smart buy. You're gonna appreciate that, trust me.
Which one?
Okay.
What?
It's gone now. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
All right,
the
so-
cloak and the ring?
Okay, so I've changed those things. You can refresh if you are interested in hitting up the store before you leave. Otherwise, we can just skip to the boat whenever you guys are ready. I wish I could throw up like a pop-up window that was like, the DM wants to advance the story. Are you ready? And then you all like click a yes button, and once everybody's locked it in, we just go to the next thing. That'd be kind of cool.
Do Lars and go ahead, Salem.
Are we going to try and find any greater restoration scrolls or no?
I think it would be a very good idea to try and get one.
Oh wait, where are we?
You're a Neverwinter. Do you, you're on the Neverwinter map, right? You can see yourselves.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's the Cats of Waterdeep that I have a
Pride.
One thing with.
That they owe you a favor.
They owe me, the Cats of Waterdeep owe Baby Salem a favor.
Okay. So out of everyone that read Plan Omega, who likes it?
We're not doing Omega. Stop asking about it.
Okay. Just checking.
I like Plan Omega.
Can I just say that over the last couple of weeks, all of the things that I've been dealing with IRL is way less stressful than what's going on right now.
Well,
Yeah, I can see that.
That's because we got a certain Bishonen anime druid constantly bugging us about it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
After the week I've had, I would rather face a Kraken, but I don't feel like dying today.
All right. So
Wait, actually, I like Plan Omega a lot.
We're
Now
not
that I
doing
look
it.
at it.
We're not fucking doing Plan Omega. Come on.
we
I
vote?
really like that play.
Do we
Did you,
vote?
did you read it?
Oh my fucking god. Unfortunately, we can't.
I am
It,
smitten.
I think it can be put to a vote.
That
all
is
honesty.
huge, friend.
I mean,
I think it's in the charter. I think it can be put to a vote.
Okay, so
I just
before we
No.
vote,
We're not
Before
voting
we
for Plan
vote-
Omega.
before
It's
we
not
vote,
happening.
The problem is that
it's in the charter.
I always am honest about shit, and then two of us want to vote for it.
All right,
Well,
Crash.
Here's the thing: if you're voting for it, do you ask your favorite NPCs? I'm assuming they're your favorites because you kept them around this long. Do you ask them what their
Harshnag
vote
and
is? Or are they
Ias?
not? Are they not allowed to vote?
No,
Yeah,
if we're gonna have
yeah,
a
we'll
vote,
ask
they get
them.
to vote also.
Okay, they both vote. Get ready for this shocker. They both vote not to fight the fucking.
Oh, who would have thought?
Just in case, Marcus, by himself, after hearing these plans, will ask Sarissa not to set these things up, but what the efficacy of, or how well they would be able to follow through if we needed that to happen.
okay. You're required to
Via
read
sending
Plan Omega
stones.
now, Crash.
No, he's not. He doesn't have to read anything.
I'll save it because I never know if you're gonna bamboozle me, and at the last minute, you guys are gonna be like, "Oh my god!" Because I've seen it happen before. So you know.
All I'm saying is that if before we vote, if Omega wins the vote, understand that by casting a vote for Omega, you're casting a vote for the possibility of this being our last session.
I mean,
Yeah.
if it.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
we're
well,
aware
here's
of
the
that.
thing. Here's the thing.
No, it isn't, because we already said that if we all die, we're gonna roll new characters and finish the job.
I
Here's-
said nothing of the sort.
Here's the other thing. If step 3 of Plan Omega fails,
Profit?
then we just continue with Plan A, and it didn't hurt anything.
Okay, so I don't want to affect your player agency, but
Where
for
is
every
Plan Omega?
for every published adventure,
So you
At the
didn't
bottom.
even read Plan Omega. You
No,
didn't even
I-
read it.
It's at the
There's-
bottom of the plans.
Yeah,
there's
there
a
it is.
D-
No,
there's,
I
there's
did.
a DM's group on Discord, inevitably, for every published adventure. I went into the Storm King's Thunder DM group. I went to the Kraken channel. I said, quote unquote. What did I say? Hold on. I'm on the Discord right now. Let me scroll up. Hold on. Okay, here it goes. Anyone have parties stick around and kill the Kraken? Question mark. Let's see. What's the information about the server? How many people are on the server? I think it's like 200 people are on the server. No one said yes.
There's a reason for that, because it's
Yeah,
the fucking
I-
Kraken.
I wonder
So
why.
what you're saying
I'm
is,
just
if we did
saying.
it, we would be fucking legends.
No,
You
shut
would
up.
be-
Oh, shit.
You would be
No,
legends.
Yeah,
No.
all right,
You
all right, I like
would
it.
be legends because since we're recording it, okay,
Ah,
I would be able to keep my DM's license because nobody would be able to accuse me of rolling over like a bitch and letting you win because you were stubborn enough to stick around. Because I guarantee you, the only 10th level party that has managed to defeat this thing, and I don't even think you're level 10.
no, we're 9.
No, we're level
That
It's
is
9.
worse.
Yeah, the only level 9 party that has ever been able to defeat this things was like a dude who didn't want the campaign to be a TPK, so he just let them beat the Kraken.
Ah, you're nothing like that.
Okay, well, exactly.
No
So as Lars has pointed out, if you did defeat him on our recorded stream, it would be the stuff of legends because you would have rolled the most amazing combination of natural 20s. You would have perfectly comboed all of your spells and abilities together. You would have made every clutch saving throw. The bad guy would have failed every saving throw that he ever made.
And
Would've-
attack roll.
Oh yeah, like it would be one of the most amazing things I'd ever seen in Dungeons and Dragons.
But that's not gonna happen.
I mean, it could
mean,
happen. It could happen. People win
I'm
the lottery
feeling
all
more
the
and
time.
more convinced every word you say.
Just want to throw it out there. The dice have favored us in this campaign so far.
Have
Do you
they?
remember how quickly I got my
Have
dragon
they-
stuff back?
All right,
How many times have I died, Marcus?
And look at you. You're here, stronger and better than ever.
Okay,
Larionus, who everyone in all of my games, even games that you're not in, they call tempting fate pulling a Larionis. Larionis, do you feel that the dice have favored you in this campaign?
See,
Larionis, if I
no.
might present to the court, this footage of you fighting the Black Spider. Oh wait, where are you? You're in a web spell the entire fight. The entire fight.
Whoa! You're picking and
Okay,
choosing.
let
Remember
me-
that?
let me
Remember
say
that
something.
clutch
I did
crit
help
at the end
you
as he was
back.
running away, though?
Yeah.
Let me say something real quick, please.
Okay, sure.
All right. If you actually read the plan. Wait, hold on. Let me get the whole thing out.
All right.
If you actually read the plan, it says that if allies do not show up, we continue with plan A. So absolutely we are not put in any more danger if that plan doesn't work.
Basically, we're not caught pot committed unless we have pocket aces.
We are not committed to it by trying it.
Okay, but we've already established that they're most likely not going to come anyway because
But
they
we
wouldn't
did-
really be able to do anything.
But the main thing that I want to say is
The reason why they couldn't do anything is because that was them walking there and alerting the Kraken. That was
Marcus?
why they couldn't do anything.
Marcus, what did you have to add?
my biggest thing is we don't even necessarily have to go with the plan unless the princess says that, yeah, let's try it out. If by the time we get into the Tempest and we're on our boat handling all this stuff and we get the king onto our boat, etc., and at that point, like, it's all A-OK, green light for Plan Omega, we're shock trooping like storm giants in by the numbers, by the dozens. Like, then would the plan be okay? Like, where is it that, like, if Sarissa okays that, you know what I mean? You know what I'm getting at?
No.
I think what he's saying is that we wouldn't even attempt Omega unless everything was A-OK and we had like the perfect opportunity of having a Storm King or Storm Giant army invested in doing it. Which, let's be honest, she's probably not going to be like, oh, you've got my dad and we're good to extract? Well, let's commit our entire army.
Yeah.
I'm getting you guys 2 levels this session instead of 1.
Yeah,
And-
at that point, she'd probably just be like, oh, you got him? Let's get him out.
No, it's
And
it's
then
not.
let me
we
riddle
got
you
him.
this, right? If it falls to the matter of convincing King Hecaton, well, let me just say every clutch roll of persuasion that Marcus has ever rolled, I don't know, they've been pretty
No,
good so far.
It would have to happen as we approach. It would be an as we approach thing.
And you're also going on the fact that you think they have an army to send.
Well,
All
we
right.
could just ask. That's not a problem.
All right. Quick question. Well, maybe not comment. Question with a comment. Remember when I suggested, hey, let's have the hill giants attack Yartar, and then Gyoza shot that down because, like, what are we? Are we a bunch of chaotic, stupid people that want to get people killed? That's not how we roll. Asking storm giants to shock and awe and do that is on par with that, and actually far worse, because we're actually asking NPC characters to kill themselves in the name of this effort. I think
Marcus
it's
failed his
silly.
wisdom save?
I think this
That's all I'm saying.
I will just say that I completely disagree, Carrick. I do not think that's
All right, let's just vote.
All right, yeah, I agree. Let's just vote. Oh wow, Egan, nice. Yeah, I vote. Marcus is voting yes for it, obviously, because he's all for it. This is completely
I think-
roleplay.
NPCs
All right,
vote
and
no.
those-
Majority of us vote no so far. Let's move along.
All right, okay, all right,
Yeah,
fine, fine.
it's 6 against 2.
all right.
Marcus has a twinkle in his eye for heroism right now. That's
like,
what's going
you know
on.
what? It's a
I
good
will
conversation.
banish
I'm
you.
glad we had it, but let's move on with.
We are burning moonlight, gentlemen. Let's go.
I mean, we have
We already moved on.
7 other great things to choose from.
Okay, so now that the voting is out of the way, and you guys have come to terms with your decision, you still haven't even gotten onto the boat. So, do you have any other business in the city
Yes.
of Neverwinter?
We need to figure out if anyone has any greater restoration scrolls.
Fair enough. So, hold on a second.
Do we have money? What's our money situation?
We've got 2,900 gold. Well, let's say 2,700 gold.
All right. So, I have 2 different sources that I handle magical item costs from, and depending on what it is, I kind of like, go down the middle, oftentimes. So, Xanathar says that a 5th level spell scroll should cost you 5,000 gold. I've met Xanathar on a number of occasions. He's kind of an asshat. Now, the economy that we use claims that a 5th level spell scroll should only cost about 640 gold. Okay? Now, the interesting thing about this is that even at 640 gold, it still takes 25 days to scribe a scroll using the making shit rules of 5th edition. So, you are reliant on someone having such a scroll not available for sale and you convincing them to sell it, which will reflect a higher cost even if you're able to do so. In order to determine if such a thing is true, you can try to leverage some bullshit, like your background or some other thing, about why you would know someone in Neverwinter that would have such a scroll. That will set a DC for essentially an investigation or persuasion check to see if you could get a hold of such a scroll. And then you would be paying twice the listed price. So we'll just say 1,300 gold.
I've got you. I know exactly what to say.
Okay.
There is a guy that Onadar Rill?
Okay.
Is that his name? Or Onathar? Onadar Rill. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He pointed me to seek out a cleric here who could provide us with a heal for Larionis previously in Neverwinter.
Oh.
Yeah. And
Okay.
So I assume if someone is able to have access to heal, they definitely have access to scrolls of greater restoration, at least, maybe. And I imagine, the Church of Lathander isn't like, yeah, let's just sell all our stock. We're a church, we gotta, I'm pretty sure they have these things on tap or whatever, I imagine. So, but just not for sale. I don't know.
I want to know who was in the background during that little speech, just
Yeah.
drinking from like an almost empty soda cup.
It was a milkshake. It was gross. God, it's good that I keep a little brown barf bag near my computer for such an occasion. All right, so, and I toggled my mic off for the barfing. So there you go. These are all excellent bullshit reasons. You may make an investigation or persuasion with advantage to see if it's possible to find this individual, call out the favor, see if they could give you one from their private stash.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
At first, they refuse to speak with you. But you do enough name dropping of both Rill and yourself, and eventually they concede that they had received such communications, but it has been some time, so they figured the request was no longer outstanding. They understand that your need is great, and that your heroics are well known throughout the region, and that you are one of the favored of Onadar Rill, so they are willing to part with such a scroll, but they would require a generous donation. They motion out at the ravaged city that's still recovering from the spell plagues of 4th edition. Still, it's taken a really long time. Really long
Marcus has his fake tears ready, and he's
Yeah,
nodding.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they also start fake crying because Lathanderites, right?
Yeah.
And so yeah, you guys hold each other, pick each other's pockets,
Yeah.
like the whole deal, right? But in the end, they hold out the alms box. You remember you had an alms box back when you first started. And
Yeah.
they give it a little gentle tap tap, and they're waiting for that 130 platinum pieces to be neatly dropped into the box so that they could part with quote unquote the only greater restoration scroll in the city, nay, the region.
And then I nod to
And
Salem.
they begin to weep over how solemn and sacred this last scroll they have is. It's especially embarrassing because it's very obviously got like the branding of a different church on it. So like they didn't even make this with themselves. So they probably bought it at like a closeout auction when they put another church out of business. Cuz Lathander.
All right, we buying it, guys?
Yeah, that was the whole plan.
All right. Then it's
1300 G's.
Yep,
There you go.
1300.
That's not an issue. We got that.
So can we also grab that potion of flying then?
No, we already said flying was a bad idea in the Tempest.
Maybe he meets for later.
And
I'm
besides,
assuming I'll
there's
take
a
this
difference
scroll.
between dealing with a flying creature and then he himself.
Is it in sand?
It's in the.
Yeah, it's in sands. This is 500 gold for a potion.
Oh, we have the gold for that.
All right, I will mark off the potion of flying.
I'm
I mean,
assuming
do
I
we
take the
want
scroll,
it?
right?
I mean, it's a flight on somebody that you don't have to concentrate on. Concentration slots are going to be pretty precious in these last this last arc. Let me tell you.
This fight against the Kraken that nobody wants to do except for Marcus and Gyoza.
Well, I just mean like pretty much for the rest of this, you're on like a skills of war path.
Ugh.
Yeah, like there's just one insano thing after another until the finale at this point.
All right, we'll get the flying potion.
Exactly. All right, I will mark off the flying potion. I have Slackrothel's stat block ready to go just in case. It's open in my fourth monitor just in case I need it. Not trying to bait you guys, just have it ready just in case. So all you gotta do is call his name 3 times like Beetlejuice. It's done.
Oh, well, that's great because none of us can pronounce it.
Okay.
Slarkrethel.
Slackrethel.
All right.
I'm sorry. What was that last syllable?
So is it boat time, or do you have any other business in the city? The last city you'll ever see.
Potions, right?
Oh, you buying some more potions? Everybody's unmuted. So if you got something you need to do, let me know.
He was trying to get 4 regular potions.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Oh, Marcus just to himself when he has some free time, before we board the boat, wants to double check with Sarissa and see if necessary, the shock troop storm giant drop-in strike team would be a possibility.
No, we already voted no.
No, to secure the
story.
escape of their king.
Attack the Kraken. What does that mean? What do you think it means? It means
Merely
suicide.
to secure the king.
His sending spells are his business.
Sending stones.
So-
Sending stones.
Okay, well that's a little bit more like a party resource. But if you want to sneak away and use the special sending stone for the ruler of all storm giants to ask her if she will airdrop some dudes in to help you, totally go for it.
And let's not forget, this was based on a charter agreement.
All right, Marcus, give me them 25 words. I want them.
Yeah, no, this is completely based. All right, I'll type them out. But this is completely based on like the escape or like securing the escape of the king. That's what Marcus would be saying.
Sure.
Yeah.
I got you.
We got a conch for that. We literally have an out.
This
No,
is
the conch doesn't
intriguing.
take a vote.
This is intriguing to me.
So the conch is not even plan A. The conch is like,
It's not about plan A, B, C, or D. It's about getting there, getting the king, and getting
that's
out.
plan A. That's plan A and plan B.
Yeah, so we get in, get the king free, blow the conch. We're good to go.
Okay, that's plan B.
There's literally no there's nothing difficult about that.
That's literally Plan B.
All right. I think I'm gonna move you guys over to the boat now. I feel confident it's boat time. Maybe. It's a really cute boat. I gotta tell you that. It is a super cute boat.
Lars, do you have enough magic arrows? Because water elementals.
I have 20 magic arrows.
Okay, that should be 20.
Yep. I have one attack a round, so we'd have to be fighting for
20 rounds.
Whole minutes for me to run out.
There's the message. 25 words exactly.
Okay, Sarissa, if the securing of King Hecaton requires fending off the Kraken, could we rely on Storm Giant assistance? We can give you scrying ability. How would you give her scrying ability in a place that can't be scryed?
Yeah. Well, okay.
Y'all forgot about that little information.
I thought it was the boat specifically. I thought it was the boat specifically, though.
All right.
We were postulating.
Yeah, it would be scrying on us on our boat, not on King Hecaton on that boat. Because it was on the boat specifically, from what I understood, right?
But the issue is that we don't necessarily know if that's the case, because we know that the Kraken has complete control over his domain of whatever this area is, which means this whole area could be anti-scry.
That's possible.
Okay, yeah, true, maybe.
So
yeah,
remove Sarissa and put allegedly in front of we.
And also leave out we and just put I, because this was your idea.
That's it.
Damn it. I mean, this is okay. I would tell you guys, this would be just in case there's complications.
And we would tell you no.
Ugh. All right.
It's already been set.
It has. It has.
You see the ... of red, and then you receive. Call out to me if aid is needed. I will send whatever help I can. Pray it does not come to this. Good luck, champions.
I do not relay that to the rest of the party.
So all you have to do is yell her name.
I'll yell it to the heavens. Sarissa!
Okay, somebody with more than 8 intelligence needs to explain to Marcus that she's probably implying that he needs to use a sending spell. Because she can't, she won't be able to hear him from 800 or 900 miles away.
Or underwater.
Yeah.
8 intelligence, come on.
At the bottom of the ocean. Okay. Wow.
But he probably thinks she's scrying on him right now.
It's a little bothersome when the flying cat abomination is smarter than our Eric. And I mean that.
Come on.
So you board the ship. Cha. Okay. Oh.
I so feel like Luke Skywalker right now, seeing the Millennium Falcon for the first time. No offense, Crash. I'm a little spoiled.
This is a nice ship. What are you talking about? The Kelpie's kiss. All right. Fine.
I gave you context for my comments. Don't, you can stop fading offense.
It's awesome. Look
The
at all
captain,
Truly.
Zaldar, the captain Zaldar Flotian says, well, she ain't pretty, but she's gotten a sound of more than a few scrapes, hasn't she, Arrow? And Arrow looks over at him and is like,
Huh!
And you see Zaldar adjust his fucking vest, his blue pants, and his black fucking boots.
These guys are
All right.
insane.
No, he's saying fuck you to me, and I love it.
So, you guys head out into the wild blue yonder of the Sword Coast, of the Great Sea, leaving behind the city of Neverwinter. The air is brisk. It is only 40 freaking degrees with wind chill factor, which for Canada, I guess, is like summer, but still, it's very, very cold. I don't have my Celsius to Fahrenheit calculator out.
You said 40? Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no,
40.
That's...
Yeah, that's
I
nice,
have
right?
t-shirt.
That's nice
That's,
for. Yeah, that's
that's
t-shirt weather for
It's
Canada.
above freezing. What are you whining about?
So, as you are journeying, it is the Sword Coast, so it is slightly rainy. It is overcast. There is a foggy mist on the water, etc., etc. The captain briefly introduces you to his crew. I'm gonna spare you, giving you 30 different pirate names. But there are a lot of them there. And they're not pirates, wink. They are sailors. And you can tell by looking at them, these individuals are upstanding citizens. They are absolutely not pirates in any way, shape, or form. Okay, especially this one right here. Okay, this is not pirates. So, you know that the Water Baroness is an upstanding lady with no connections to organized crime, and therefore she would never charter you a ship with pirates. That's crazy talk. Okay. So.
Oh, the scurvy got him, but good.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want you. This guy.
Yeah, I give him a Minberry.
Yeah, all right. This guy, Zaldar, he goes up to you, Gyoza, and he says, yeah, so your requests have been met. You'll see that we've got barrels here that we're siphoning some seawater up into. You'll also see that we have these big metal balls. They don't go in a cannon. They go in this here catapult. Because catapults are not illegal.
Thank you.
Okay.
That'll be helpful.
All right.
And Harshnag
So,
could throw him.
now that you met my crew, and he kind of like motions everybody, I have to ask, you gonna just make this a pleasure cruise, or do you feel like you should help out a little bit? It is bad luck to have flaming lions on the ship, sir. Remember the last time we had a flaming lion? And everyone kind of groans, and they nod to each other. That's true, but this is for the River Baroness. You know what happened in that time in that place, remember? And they all kind of grouse and grumble. He says, all right then. Nothing else to say about it, is there? I told you all it's going to be dangerous. I told you all that there's a very little chance that we're ever going to come back. I told you all that when we kill the Kraken, we're splitting the loot, even Steven, across everyone that's still alive at the end of the battle. And they all yell out, Huzzah! And he looks over at you guys and gives you a very subtle nod of the head.
Is giving a not so subtle shaking of the head.
Okay. This guy goes up to Aeus and says, hey. In Elven, no less. Lass. I be speaking Elven, but I still sound like a salty sea dog. Once I'm filthy rich from the Kraken's loot, would you want to become my third wife? Bang out some bastard elven children for me. I hope to have a half-elf half as good as Captain Flossen. Yeah, you guys could tell that Ias is at a loss for words, as she just looks around at the ship, at the pirates, and she looks over to you guys for affirmation about if this is really happening.
Is it like a save me sort of look?
No, it's like, are we for real doing this? Is this what we're doing?
Oh,
Yeah,
Egan gives her a thumbs up and nods. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this kid, he comes up to Egan, and he's like, I used to be a paladin of Helm. Too many rules for me, though. I gotta be out on the sea where I'm free to be who I wants to be, not following the rules of some dumb, fathead god.
Egan rubs his head and says, that's why no one will ever remember your name.
Oh, damn. Okay. He kind of like walks away, his shoulders drooping.
That was kind of mean, Egan.
Yeah. This guy walks up to Sergeant Carrick Borgash, and he says, Oi, I like the look of you. You, ever spend any time in Luskin? You seem familiar to me.
Maybe I got really stinking drunk there once.
Carrick has a son.
This guy is... Carrick is not that... No, this guy is also old. Look at him.
We don't know how old Carrick is.
Oh my god. So Carrick, when you were 9 years old, you slipped on a bar rag and accidentally fell into a barmaid, inseminating her and having this guy who's only 9 years younger than you. And now he's tracked you. No! That's not what...
Hey, this guy's got to be like no more than in his early 30s. Look at that skin.
Look, first of all, he's got great skin, I'll admit, especially for a seafaring person. But look at all that salt and pepper going on, and those eye wrinkles.
That's from
Oh,
that's from
my
the sea
brother's
area.
salt and pepper.
Yeah, I
He's
was gonna say
24 years
seawater.
old.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, this.
All right. The man continues to eye you, Carrick, and he says, "Oh, I never forget a face. It's just nibbling at the corners of my memory. I'll remember. And you better hope that when I do, I remember you fondly."
Well, if you don't remember me fondly, you know where I'm at.
All right. Salem, you were approached by Arrow, the first mate. Arrow looks at you. Arrow's about 9 inches tall. Arrow takes in your measure. Nods sagely at you.
But what is Arrow?
Arrow is a sprite.
Hello.
Arrow indicates
Is it an
Arrow
elephant sprite?
indicates his very special dragon chessboard and asks if you'd like to play with him.
Oh, yes.
This guy looks at you and he says, "Arr, be careful there, mate. Let him win.
Why?
Last man who beat him had his arms torn off."
Well, not a man.
By who? You?
No, don't let his small size fool you. That ain't no sprite.
Is it?
And he just kind of points at his one missing eye and then makes a shush, but he's shushing with his finger over his eye instead of his mouth. All right.
That's
Arrow is moving the jolly boat out of the way and moving things in place to set up his chessboard.
Yeah.
Okay. He's tremendously strong for a little guy. That jolly boat had 3 people in it. So. All right. Marcus, this
Yes.
very sultry and very promiscuous female pirate, sailor, approaches you and says, "If we're gonna be dying, you want to, I don't know, fuck each other's brains out tonight?"
Huh. I need to
Okay,
keep a
there's-
clear head, actually.
Oh my
Huh.
You seem to be a little tongue-tied. You taking some kind of vows then?
Yeah, I'm actually a virgin.
Actually, he's a eunuch.
Oh, I had heard something about that. That's a shame.
If it's company you seek, I'd be happy to oblige.
Oh, I do have quite a few daddy issues.
Oh, wow.
Snaked my Carrick. I love it.
I mean, that's fine. That's okay. That's all right.
Do I hear a little bit of regret in Marcus's voice?
Okay. This pirate moseys up after hearing the eunuch thing. "I spent a lot of time in Kalasham. I know how to make a eunuch scream."
Thanks, but I'm taking a vow.
They pull out their guide to religion in the realms and begin flipping through it. Which one?
Hey,
vow of
Gil
chastity.
walks over and says to Marcus, "Hey, Marcus, I need help casting the protection spells."
Yes, I'll be right there. Come, let's go.
All right. They're like, don't worry, it's a small ship. We'll find each other again.
Yeah.
What?
The River Baroness said that they had a lot of Fae on the ship. Okay, like this is a lot of Fae crew members. So sometimes.
Oh no!
Yeah.
No!
Oh no! What? Anyways.
The sprite. Marcus, you may have more in common with the sprite than any of us think.
So, Harshnag feels very uncomfortable. The boat is very small, so he's just gonna sit near the front and try to stay out of everybody's way. So, all right. Yeah, you guys begin your journey. Does anybody volunteer to do any ship duties, or do you take it easy on the ship?
Egan
Character
absolutely
volunteer.
volunteers. Yep.
I don't
Okay.
see the ship.
Oh, really?
The only thing I see is a tiny little inside room of the ship with a Crashgem diamond.
Oh.
Huh?
Okay. How about now?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
all right. Good to go
Okay.
now.
Has everybody else been able to see?
Yeah,
I
no,
have.
I can only see like a human vision.
Where am I?
Oh. You're right there.
No, I'm not on the ship.
You're
Oh.
right there.
Everyone can see you.
Yeah, I see
Cannot
you.
see myself at all. Which is probably why I didn't see me.
Sorry.
Let me reload and see what happens.
All right, I'll just drag out of New Salem.
I'm sitting here like, man, all this stuff going on, and
It's all theater of the mind, baby. It's all theater of the mind. I didn't get like
Yeah,
a
this
gorgeous,
little-
I
this
didn't
little
get a
tiny
gorgeous
room.
ship map for you with actual like clickable ballista or anything. It's all just theater of the mind.
now
All
here's what's funny. I could click the ballista.
That's weird. Can you see yourself now?
I reloaded, so we'll
Okay.
see.
All right. So out and about in the ocean, it is going to take some time to get there. If you are lucky, nothing interesting will happen. So, of course, we have to roll for any sort of random encounters.
Oh, Marcus does want to ask the captain Zaldar, what sort of there's anything magical about the boat, and if so, what?
All right, with a twinkle in his eye, easy to see because he has like weird cat-like eyes. He says, yeah, there's a lot of magic going on. Most importantly, it's immune to any spells below 5th level, so that's a thing. Resistant to lightning and fire, also handy. Gosh, the figurehead, and they walk you to the front of the boat, and there you see a mighty man. This is a very manly man down here, who's thrusting his chest outward and opening his mouth in an opera scream. This could breathe like a fiery breath weapon, so that's pretty cool.
Cool.
Yeah. And then, of course, we've got these ballistas, which, they ain't cheap. And then, my little catapult here. It's nice. Pretty fast, because we're small, overall, it's pretty good. It's a good ship. Probably got about,
Yeah.
about 50,000 gold invested into this bad boy. So,
Nice ship.
I'd be very sad if we don't kill this Kraken.
Yeah, me too.
But I've been assured by the Water Baroness that you are up for the job. She said she wouldn't have asked me to do this if she wasn't 100% confident in your abilities.
Marcus just smiles. He does not
Because I'll
say
be
anything.
honest, I've done some crazy shit, but this is definitely the craziest shit. But with her reassurances and her bringing up that thing from that time, I gotta do what I gotta do. All right.
Yeah,
so
look forward to all of
it's-
it.
It's ship life. You know what I'm saying?
I am definitely playing Dragon Chess against this quote-unquote fairy thing.
Sure. It's a sprite for sure.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Do you let it win?
Oh God, no, dude, no. I'm
Yes.
Salem.
Do you cheat?
All right. Are you proficient at Dragon Chess?
I am proficient in Dragon Chess.
Oh dang.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. All right. Give me a roll. I will say that you could just win if you want, but if you'd like to roll to see how well you do, that could determine how upset this creature is with you.
What are we doing this based off intelligence or wisdom
It's
or
definitely
any or charisma?
It's intelligence for sure.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just roll to see how well I win.
It's chess on 3 levels at the same time with like many different pieces. It's very complicated. Oh
Well.
yeah.
Oh my god.
There is some screaming. The sprite picks up one of the barrels full of water and throws it over the side of the ship. This guy, you can see him tense up. You know that his butthole's puckering as he waits to watch your arms ripped off of your body.
I just
the,
sit there a little
The
smugly.
sprite goes and grabs another barrel and slams it down and begins picking up the chess pieces and putting them back on all 3 layers of the boards that you could play again. I will say it's a very nice chess set. It's got magnetized pieces, which is kind of cool.
Fancy. Salem is going
Magnets is almost heresy in the Sword Coast. So
Salem is gonna cast tongues on himself.
How do they work?
how do what work? Tongues?
He was making a dumb
Magnets,
joke. How do
yeah.
magnets work?
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, that was like ICP thing. Got it. Okay. It's an older meme, but it checks out.
Oh God, I'm gonna, as quietly as we're playing, I'm gonna tell it that it's a fine chess player.
Okay. It grumbles at you.
And then I'm going to ask it if anyone else knows what it is.
Okay. It kind of looks around, and it says, "I'm a sprite."
Are you though?
I mean, I'm just as much a sprite as you are a manticore.
I look over at the dude with one eye.
What language is this in?
Salem is speaking tongues, so everyone can understand what Salem's saying, and
But
Arrow is speaking gibberish.
But I'm also I'm trying to be really quiet because since we're sitting in front of this chessboard, I'm being as quiet as I can with whatnot.
Okay.
But
Sure.
that's besides the point. So I'm gonna be like, so you haven't turned anyone into stone, I'm guessing.
Why would I have turned anyone to stone?
I don't know. Maybe you look at them funny.
I mean, I lost my temper once and I ripped some guy's arms off and they won't stop talking about it, but other than that, I try to be a pretty stand-up guy. I try to do my part.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, you see, me and the captain, we met a long time ago. The captain was working for some real bad dudes, and this was all in the Feywild. My people had been enslaved by the Fomorian giants. You ever heard of the Fomorian giants before?
Yeah, one of my buddy, Marcus, the eunuch over there, actually got turned into one for a while.
Not a eunuch.
Okay, yeah, that checks out. Yeah, so my people had been taken prisoner by the Fomorians. This guy Zaldar, he was in this murder hobo adventuring group, and after they got done killing all of the Fomorians, his bloodthirsty companions turned their eyes on us. And we begged for our lives, but all they kept talking about was experience points. We didn't know what it meant. In the end, Zaldar killed his own companions to save our lives. And so I swore a life debt to him to protect him for the rest of my life. We've gone on many adventures together, and during that time, I practiced wild magic. Yeah, that's why I sound so fucking crazy, but also why I'm a sprite with a 30 strength score.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Huh.
But also makes a lot more sense than my hypothesis that I had that I will not explain.
Sure. All right, let's go. Round two.
Why did you poke his eye out?
Whose eye out?
The guy with the eye patch.
Did he tell you I poked his eye out?
I think he did.
Oh, he was just messing with you.
Oh, how do you lose his eye?
Oh, it was a bet.
Wait, he lost his eye. He bet his eyeball.
Well, he bet that he could swallow his own eye. We were drinking a lot that night.
Oh.
Jesus.
Well, was he able? Did he do it?
He did it. He made a lot of money.
Oh wow, that's impressive.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's no penalties for only having one eye in 5th edition, so I mean,
Yeah,
it's
that's true.
Pretty good bet. Yeah.
Okay, second game.
All right.
See how bad I
It
can beat
actually-
you this time.
Actually opens up a new magical item slot on your character.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Around sunset, the ship shakes violently as something very, very large, bigger than the ship, swims underneath it and gives it a nudge.
Shit.
The crew runs to their battle stations, and the captain calls up to the crow's nest, wants to know what's going on up there. Crow's nest calls down, "Captain, it's a sea serpent. Do we engage? Doesn't seem hostile, but we got these strong adventurers." The captain raises an eyebrow and looks at all of you guys.
Do sea serpents have loot?
I heard the captain was a man of his people and not experience, so I will side with the captain's choice.
Okay.
If the sea serpent's got loot, I'm down.
The captain kind of looks around and says, "We need to save our strength, guys." And you're like, "Hey, why does it sound like a pirate now?" It's probably just trying to sound more convincing for his crew. And they all kind of look a little sad. And he's just like, no, listen. We blow our wad now, take damage to the ship, we gotta turn this thing right back around. There's only a small window of opportunity to take this creature out. According to the great River Baroness herself, and some very, very powerful priests and diviners, the Kraken will lose all of its strength a few days from now. So we need to be there just in time for that. And they all kind of look around like, oh, okay. And then he kind of looks over at you guys and gives you a slight nod, like, And now you're understanding how he got his crew to do all this shit.
He's very charismatic, apparently.
They're all retarded.
All
Larionis believes him.
Larionis, your heart swells with hope because you didn't think this was going to be possible. But I mean,
You guys,
Blood
you left out that we had
Omega.
a depowered Kraken when we
Yeah.
discussed this. So
if you are interested, though, in firing a shot at this creature, I am not just making this up. There is a sea serpent. It's the miniature for most of its body.
Oh, Jesus.
It
Wait,
has a
where's the rest of it?
Yes, a great question. Great question.
It's further down below.
I'm just saying, I'm ready with control
This is
water.
just what's
I'm
touching
ready.
the boat right now.
I'm gonna say no,
Okay.
but
Alright.
that's just Salem's vote. If we're still doing the whole voting thing.
Yeah. Hell no. We are
Okay.
not fighting that thing.
All right, fair enough.
I just want you all to realize that the Kraken is probably much bigger than that. Just saying.
Sure. And when it's chasing us and we don't have any backup,
It's probably got loot, man.
Dude,
I
we've got a
feel like
catapult
it's-
on the aft of this ship that's just, you know, you just need to hit it in the eye with a cannonball and we're done.
okay, cool.
I
What
feel
if
like
we
it's
bet
a,
it
Alright.
into
it's a less
swallowing
of...
its eye?
That's how it works.
So that night, you settle in. Does anybody partake of rum rations, frivolities, or open fornication as per the medieval fantasy pirate life?
Salem doesn't know about any of that. Oh no, he knows
Okay.
about the drunk part though.
Okay. Yeah, it made you sad that one time.
Did.
Yeah.
It really did.
I don't know if you want to go back to that place and be sad again.
It sounds like Egan has become accustomed to evenings such as this as of late, so...
It's more like Egan has become accustomed to being that awkward kid at the party who's trying to ask out
Yeah,
the
like
really
your
hot
older
girl.
brother. Your older brother keeps. Well, what's worse? Your cool grandpa keeps bringing you like to all the clubs.
It's
It's
a
like
Rick and
real-
Morty episode.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my
And,
god.
and Egan's constantly making the Morty face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure in the last 2 weeks I have heard you say, "Oh, jeez, I don't know, Carrick."
Oh, jeez, Rick!
But it's good to have you back, because yeah.
Egan,
What
what the fuck are you saying?
What
Who's
did he
this Rick
say?
guy? I
What
have
did
no
he say?
idea.
No blow!
So, this is a pretty small ship. It does have a below deck. They have set aside a room for you guys, because you are their special guests. So they
Yay.
are all piled in to. Let's see. We'll throw into each room. That way you have a better idea what's going on. You guys have been given this room right here, that you have to share. And then the rest of the crew is just kind of jammed everywhere else that they could fit. So,
Salem knows exactly what he's gonna do.
Carrick is definitely going to take advantage of the sailor lady with daddy issues.
okay, yeah. So, things start out awkward and just go beyond awkward by the end. But you know, it's not the worst night of your life. So, she does start in with you finally came back from buying your pipe tobacco. That was awkward.
Oh dear God.
Yeah. So.
Oh,
and it
full on
just-
role play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's full on role play. This lady, if they owned a Houses and Humans starter set, she would definitely be the DM, because she's a very good role player. She only cries like 5 times, and 3 of them were because she was happy. So,
Wow.
quite a night. All right. So, partaking of rum rations and enjoying yourselves. If you do partake of rum rations, I am gonna need you to make a saving throw because we do have a table for rum rations.
Okay. After that session, yes, Carrick will be drinking.
Okay. All
Like he
right.
thought this was just gonna be fun, like this was gonna be a typical situation with, but she's got some daddy issues. Okay, no, she's got daddy issues. So he's like,
Yeah.
"What have I
And-
done? I
and
need to
you might-
re-examine the
you might
choices I
have-
make."
Yeah, post campaign, you might have daddy issues. I mean, yeah. All right. So, if you do partake of a rum ration, please go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw. The difficulty
Hey, I
is
got you.
exceedingly low.
Yosa will try to sleep during the day and keep a lookout at night with Doctor Who.
Okay, fair enough.
What was the DC at 10?
So Marcus, you are very drunk.
Hell yeah.
All right. So let me go to the carousing table real quick.
Yay. Marcus, what antics are you going to get up to?
Marcus was never good with his liquor.
I feel like there's gonna be a lot of anger and some tears, a lot of exclamations of "I'm not a eunuch."
All right.
I'm just unique.
So you wake up on the floor of the quote-unquote guest quarters in the morning. Your knuckles are bruised, bloody, and full of splinters. your pockets are full of bananas.
What
You have a vague memory of the color yellow and the smell of bananas.
I eat a banana.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me another Constitution save.
Oh no.
As you press the banana to your lips, you begin to shake violently and throw up.
Is there
I have no
bananas
idea
in
what
it?
happened. I have no idea what happened. All right. It's a small ship, though. If you did an investigation, you might get some answers. I don't know if you want those answers. So,
Toss the bananas on the ground. I'm good. Let's go up. We're good. New day,
Okay.
new me.
fair enough. It is interesting that this individual calls you monkey now. So, not sure what that's about. But, all right. So day 2 of your long ship voyage begins to unfold. The weather continues to be overcast and very windy. The wind is very cold. The crew talks excitedly about whether or not they will be attacked by frost giants. Frost giant ships have been targeting small boats just like this one, looking for adventuring parties. They all are excited because you guys are adventurers, and by having you above deck, you're prominently on display. So there's a good chance that if there are some frost giant ships nearby, they are going to target you guys. And 2 days out of Neverwinter, high likelihood that they'll run into some frost giant ships.
Yay.
All right.
I've played Sea of Thieves. I know how to win these. Just saying, out of character.
Alas, the day passes with no encounter with frost giant ships. That is a damn shame, because they're very impressive compared to the size of this ship, let me tell you. All right. As night settles in, a dense fog begins to kind of cover the area, and the skies become so overcast as to not see the stars. The crew slows their progress, and the navigator is definitely struggling a bit without the stars to guide them. So they are going to go at a slow pace this evening.
What about the constellation map we have?
All right.
I say to Salem.
Did that pirate? That fine sailor remember what it was that I did or didn't do to him in Luskin?
Salem's muted.
No, and it's definitely that every time he sees you, he gives you that appraising look, like he's trying to remember what you did. He's trying to remember what you did. If you feel like coming clean about what you did, just let me know. Just tell everybody. But yeah. All right. So that night, again, rum rations are offered up. Gambling, companionship, fighting, carousing, whatever your fancy is. You're the VIP customers. You guys are the champions that are going to help them kill the Kraken and make everyone on the ship super rich. All right. So, is anybody that evening partaking of ration, or is that what this 19 was for?
That
Marcus?
is.
Okay, yeah. You slam your rum ration. You are control of your own destiny. No problem.
Oh, Egan! Oh no!
Oh man, yeah, Egan, you are intoxicated. You are intoxicated. All right. We'll have to head over to the carousal table for that one. All right. Anyone else tempting fate? I know Larionis isn't going to, but
You know what? Salem will, because I also have plans for. I have plans for that corner that I marked.
oh,
Wait, what? You marked the corner?
Like
Aw,
with an
dude.
X. You jerk.
Well, I didn't see the X until I started scrolling down. I was like, is there going to be a puddle there?
Do I need to make a Constitution save?
So is it super dim on the map? Is that what's going on?
Yes.
Like lighting wise?
No,
it
no.
just suddenly went
He
dim
just
again.
didn't realize that there was an inside of the ship, and I had marked it.
Well, no, I knew there was an inside of the ship, but when you said it marked it,
No, he
Oh,
was being dumb and thought I meant a cat.
I'll be
yeah.
honest, you are kind of a cat. I did immediately think.
Grr,
You
grr,
peed on
grr, grr,
something.
grr.
Yeah.
Do I need to make a Constitution save?
100%. I thought you marked the chip like you pissed on it.
Yeah, I say this because I've had a lot of non-cat characters pee on things, so it wasn't about being a cat so much as just being an adventurer.
Ugh, speciesists, all of you.
Marcus pisses off the side of the boat.
Egan, go ahead and let's see. Oh man, hold on.
Okay.
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 I think Salem would need to make a Constitution save if he's going to be drinking with this. It's only fair.
Oh yeah, Salem. Let's see that Constitution saving throw. If you're having these pirate rum rations, they hit hard. Oh god. Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Get those net ones out of the way early is what we're doing.
I'm hoping
Yeah.
that we wake up and I'm spooning you.
So unfortunately, you guys don't wake up in the morning. You wake up as the ship is coming under attack. Salem and Egan, you wake up in a corner of the hold. You guys are cuddling. Salem,
Well, that means Egan took part in my little ritual that I was doing then.
Oh dear
Egan,
God!
Egan, you have an extra 11 copper pieces in your pocket that wasn't there before.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. And Salem, you are wearing a G-string on your head.
Who?
Nice.
Alright.
Who?
Yeah.
And
I don't know.
why?
Okay.
It could be worse. I've heard way worse things have happened in Crash's games.
With carousal table, it's a dangerous place, that's for sure. So, as you guys are down below decks, I guess I should move people who are down below decks because, we'll just say that everybody rouses and gets up top. That's fine. So those of you who got a 10 or less on your Constitution saving throw, you are poisoned at the start of this fight. And you need
Yay.
to role play as intoxicated as you can. That being said, you guys are under attack by a motherfucking ghost ship.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, Gyoza, you see this thing sort of materialize out of the fog, and it is right up on your biz.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. I'll get that for you real quick.
Oh no, Carrick!
Let's see. There we go.
What time of day is it?
Oh, it is nighttime. It is about midnight, give or take.
Sounds about right.
That's a good
Yep.
number. So
Are we fighting a ghost ship? Is this a ghost ship?
Yeah, he just said it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, oh, it's a ghost ship, yeah.
Oh no!
It is the ghost ship that Gyoza heard about so many weeks and weeks ago. All right. They are here for your lives. You see, even amongst the green glowy ghost effect, that they are running up red colors. They have every intention of murdering everyone on your ship. In case you did not know, red flag means we're gonna kill everybody. So, that's the thing. Go ahead and roll up into some initiative.
Yay! Disadvantage on initiative.
Oh dear God!
All right.
Wee.
Yeah, if you are intoxicated, it would be disadvantaged to your initiative.
Wow, I rolled the same thing twice.
You're welcome, Lars.
Alright, so one basic bitch pirate crew member is going to represent all of the bad guy pirates, and then I will have one basic bitch good guy pirate represent all of the good guy crew. Because you guys don't need to watch me make 2 pirate crews fight each other. I've done that before, and it was not fun for anybody. All right. You always learn from your mistakes. All right, starting things off, Larionis. It's a legit pirate ship. It's barely in the water. You could tell that it is floating in the water out of like memory, less than physics.
All right. So I guess what I'll do is I'm gonna head up to here. So that's 5, 10, 20 plus 10 because of them. Yeah, 30. Okay. So I'm gonna head up to the aft of the ship, where I have a little bit of a higher ground there, and I'm gonna use my longbow. And this looks different, and so do the things on the aft here. Like, are those clearly different beings?
Yeah. So basic pirates look like this adorable guy. Then there's a very sexy lady.
Oh yeah. Hot.
And then there's a very dashing man.
Okay.
And then there's a very commanding figure.
Okay. That lady is giving me flashbacks to my, you mentioned it earlier, the encounter with the black spider. When I ended up getting pulled under the water with that other lovely undead lady. So I'm going to take a shot with my longbow at this one here. And actually, no, I'm summoning Elf Shadow. That'll be what I do this round. So I'm going to pull Elf Shadow out 30 feet away from me, which should be able to go onto their ship. Yeah.
I actually forgot about Elf Shadow.
I got Elf Shadow's down there. Okay, so I'm just gonna plant Elf Shadow. Sorry, buddy. Just right there as a lovely little distraction for them. And Roll20 is not opening his character sheet for me. There it is. Okay. And I'll roll him into initiative. Oh! Right on the other spectrum from me. I don't even think you have to reset anything, Crash.
Okay. Cool.
Alright, so...
The damn Shadow's faster than me today.
No, but I do, because Doctor Who rolled it super late, so hold on.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Carrick's taking his time.
These old bones don't move as fast as they used to.
So that is an action to summon him, so that's my turn.
Okay. Alright. They all kind of look at your undead as if they're confused, where this new crew member came from. But then they sort of shrug and they ready their weapons to wreck shit. Alright, anything else from Larionis?
No, that will be all. Thank you.
Okay. The ghostly pirates go. The 3 that are around Elf Shadow, I guess, will all attack Elf Shadow. Let's see. Okay, they're gonna use their ghostly cutlasses, which are magical weapons. So here we go. Here's the first attack.
Hit.
Okay. Let's see. And then they, with this one, with disadvantage, is going to fire a spirit bolt at disadvantage just over at this other ship. So here we go. Okay. So they're trading blows. This guy gets hit, takes some damage, blah, blah, blah. Next attack, here we go. And a disadvantage spirit bolt. Next attack, and a disadvantage spirit bolt. Alright. So, the ghostly cutlass, looks like you got hit for 6, and then you got hit for 4, Elf Shadow?
And the 3 from the first one.
Right.
Yeah,
and then the Spirit Bolts, the second one hits for 8 against Ias. She's not too happy about that. And then the 8 misses. No, wait, sorry. Ias is a higher armor class than 12. Sorry about that. Alright. Let's see. The rest of these here ghosts, they are going to just run and dramatically leap over, because 5e is very generous with jumping rules. Alright. This guy will move and... yeah, okay. This guy can't make it, so he will stay here and he will just shoot a Spirit Bolt. Alright, he shoots it at Harshnag, it does not hit. Let's see, any other basics here? Yeah. Alright, these two rush up to the cannons and get ready to blast your guys' ship with them. Hold on just a sec. You just see a weird loading message. It's terrible. Okay. No one has told these guys that cannons are illegal. So yeah. They fire into the side of the ship, I guess.
I tell them stop. That's illegal.
Okay.
With my reaction.
They pack everything up and they leave.
Oh, thank God.
All right. I have requisitions of cannon fire. I don't know if it's going to show up.
Oh, there we go.
I have faith that it might. Oh God.
That's a lot of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, good thing they didn't shoot you guys with it. All right. Now the thing is, these cannons were already loaded, so they're ghost cannons. Does that mean they can just keep firing them? I guess you'll find out. All right, and I think there's one last guy here. Yeah, so he's gonna rush up and fire this last cannon that's aimed at you guys.
Didn't he attack Elf Shadow?
That was different.
Oh,
Yeah,
bad.
Elf Shadow did get an opportunity attack against this one as it went away from Elf Shadow, though.
Oh, he'll take that. That's,
Okay.
He'll miss.
Okay. The ship is in really bad shape. It's in really bad shape. That brings us to the captain of this here vessel. The captain... oh man, what is this jabron's up to? Alright. Okay, hype, I like it. He draws out a Kopesh. That's a weapon I haven't seen in a long time. And begins to spin it above his head in a very dramatic way. Okay. Yeah, that works. He is going to cast Bless on himself. This jabron's right here, and this lovely lady right there. Alright. So he is concentrating on Bless. Alright. This lovely lady could fly, so she is just going to head on over to your ship. She's going to be, we'll say, what's a good distance to be up in the air? About 20 feet up. Yeah, okay. So she'll fly to about here and be about 20 feet up in the air. So... and she lets out a terrible wail.
Oh, shit.
I knew it was a banshee, yep.
Yep. Everybody who is there needs to make a Constitution saving throw or just drop to 0 health.
Anybody that is within my aura, that it's kind of that whitish area there, gets a +2 to their roll.
Is her whale like the whole ship?
Does Doctor
it's
Who?
a 30-foot radius. I could turn it on for you real quick so you can see.
Thank God.
All right.
Oh my god.
That's 30-foot radius.
Egan is jealous of her radius.
Yeah.
For being poisoned, does that affect saving throws right now, or?
Ability and
Yes.
only, I think.
Oh, okay.
I thought it does
so not
affect saving throws, doesn't it?
Hold on. I don't think so, but we can check. It might do all three. It might be the trifecta. Let's see. Poison has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. Just those two.
Yay!
All right.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and make that save.
And so,
Maybe.
Okay.
so anyone, yeah.
Let's
Wow.
see. The captain has to make the save. So hold on a sec. Man, if this captain dies, you guys could just kill him and take his ship. Be
Egan,
amazing.
what's your charisma modifier?
It's just 2, yeah. So you get +2 if you.
Oh. Oh
Hey,
man.
I think your +2 just saved the captain's life, Egan.
Marcus is 0 HP.
Holy shit. Okay. Let's see. Who else? Oh yeah, I gotta roll for all these people and little Ias too. Oh man. Okay.
Ah,
Okay, yeah, Ias drops to 0. Alright, and then I gotta roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 pirate saving throws. Alright.
Is this a stable but unconscious or a death saving throw state?
I'll post it up.
Okay, just wanted to double check.
She only gets it once per day.
Yeah.
Oh god. Okay.
So on a success, you take 3d6 psychic damage, which would be 14 points of psychic damage. It just says you drop to 0. Let's see. Does a banshee necessitate death saves? Let's look it up. Let's see. Killing a character with a banshee. Drop to 0, you start making death saves. Yeah. Yikes.
All right.
So here comes some saving throws. I'll do all the ones 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that are in Egan's aura. So these guys are all at a +2.
If we passed, we take the 14 damage.
Yes.
Question mark.
Alright.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not bad, not bad. Looks like they only lost 3 people. Okay, and then of the remaining people, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so you only lost 1 more person. So, not bad, not bad. And that is her turn. Alright, this dude over here, that looks kind of dapper, he is going to go ahead and cast Spiritual Weapon. So he's going to move to here. And 1, 2, yeah. Okay, and he'll cast Spiritual Weapon.
Counterspell.
Ooh, okay. He does not have Counterspell, so you counter his spell. because spiritual weapon is only a second level spell. All right. He yells fiddlesticks, and he is going to. He doesn't yell fiddlesticks. He is going to use Toll the Dead on Salem.
I don't like this.
Well, does Salem still get that benefit of?
Yeah, he's in Egan's Aura. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So go ahead and give me
Somebody
a.
understood my random.
Oh yeah, give me a Wisdom saving throw. DC is a 13.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for, was the type of save.
Sure. Wisdom saving throw, DC 13. With a +2 bonus. Oh jeez. Okay. You take 2d12 points of necrotic damage.
Yes, I do. Ow.
All right.
Oh, that's not too bad.
And that is his entire action economy. Doctor Who, to you. Thanks to your efforts, Doctor Who, you were able to rouse Gyoza, who was on like page 16 of his Omega Alpha plan, and warn him to warn the others that you were under attack, and roused everybody in time for the fight. So, MVP right now, Doctor Who, MVP. So, what are you gonna do?
Doctor Who does not have any orders, so I don't know. I think he's going to take a dodge action for now.
Dodge action. Okay.
Yeah. He doesn't. Dr. Q's confused because there is no orders coming from an unconscious Gyoza.
Oh shit. Oh man. Okay.
And unless there. What you said, it was like midnight?
Yeah, it is midnight.
So there's a weird thing. Gyoza was actually using Doctor Who to keep a lookout.
Yeah.
He might not have been able to hear the Banshee.
Oh, like if you were in Doctor Who?
Yeah.
I don't think that being able to hear, let's see. All other creatures that can hear her must make a Constitution save. Wow. Man, some pretty wild stuff. Oh man.
That's
You
why
know,
the time
that
of day
actually-
was important.
It actually
why-
makes a lot of sense.
Wait, I missed it. What happened?
He's saying that since he was stroking out in and riding around a Doctor Who, he wouldn't have been able to hear the Banshee.
So I don't know.
Yeah, you would have, because you can hear through Doctor Who.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Did Doctor Who make a saving throw? Because
Doctor
Doctor Who
Who
would
was
have.
out of range.
Oh, it was out of range. Okay. That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't know. I guess you would be in an owl. That would make sense. I would have thought you'd maybe want 2 sets of eyes, or you would be working on something else. But if you just spend all night inside your owl, you're going to stand by that story, I believe it.
But that also means that your body is dying without you inside it.
What?
Well, no, he's saying that he is trying to maneuver for immunity to the Banshee on the clause that A, he can't hear it because he would have been inside his owl, and B, he can hear it because he's inside his owl, but his owl is outside of the affected area. That's some Adventures League. That's some Adventures League level.
Let's look at the way the
Yeah.
spell works. Can people, when you're doing that, can you hear us through your own body?
No.
Nope.
Well, then I would say that.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Gyoza, you are still alive.
Okay.
Don't act surprised. You're the one that brought this up. Don't try to play like this is an unexpected result that you just like set up a fucking bar graph and like PowerPoint presentation for. Don't do that.
It worked.
You need to respect me and the rest of the people at this digital table enough to just take your victory and keep moving, okay? Don't try to play like you didn't know that was going to happen. All right, so Doctor Who, owl of the most rules lawyer person I've ever met. What are you gonna do?
All right. I might have to use an action to stop looking through its eyes? I'm not sure.
Okay, I mean, it's your spell.
I guess it doesn't say that. All right. I'm gonna send Doctor Who over to see if the boat's solid. So he's gonna fly over here and check to see if the boat is like a solid object that spells can be cast upon.
Now, as an action, you can see through your familiar's eyes and hear what it hears until the start of your next turn. So you're stuck in there until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
Gaining the benefits of any special senses that the familiar has during this turn or time, you are deaf and blind with regard to your own senses. Alright, so you don't have the option of leaving Doctor Who until your turn comes up.
Right.
Okay. Alright. So Doctor Who is just going to fly over to the other ship?
See if it's solid for like casting spells, jumping on it, that sort of thing.
It's solid in the way that like a magic cloud is solid. As long as you think it's solid, you should be okay.
All right. Then it'll.
We
give
gotta
it a
Tinkerbell that
action on
thing.
This guy.
All right.
All you have to do is believe.
All right, Marcus, to you.
Here comes the death save. 14.
Okay. Are you sure you don't have some super convoluted way to not be affected?
I
by
was
your
concentrating so hard on sleeping, and Warcaster provides me advantage on concentration checks.
Yeah. Anyways, all right. So that's one
Then,
successful save. Okay.
Yeah.
That brings us to Gyoza.
Gyoza will healing word Marcus.
Okay.
See. I'll roll it and I'll get closer if I need to, and that's my turn.
Okay.
No. Oh wait, I got a bonus action.
Well, the bonus action is healing word, so you have an action.
I mean,
yeah.
Right. I'll produce flame the banshee.
Okay.
And run over and try and healing word.
All right. Give me an attack roll against the banshee. Yeah, 18 hits.
And healing word for Marcus.
And go ahead and give me some damage from that produce flame. Okay. Banshee resistant to fire takes half the damage. Alright. Anything else from Gyoza?
That's it.
Alright, Salem. Your turn starts, your reaction comes back. What are you gonna do?
A lot of people are down. A lot of people.
Could be more.
And Salem is drunk.
Oh, yes.
It's true.
Salem is going to drunk flap his way kind of over here.
Okay.
And he's going to look at the ship. He's going to say, "That's not impressive. Your stupid ship and stupid cannons. I don't like looking at it." And I'm going to banish the ship.
Okay. Take the inspiration, because it was very cool. The ship, unfortunately, is not a creature. Let me double check. Banish might allow you to banish objects, though, yeah?
No, it's just
no,
one.
only
You tend
creatures.
to see one creature that you can see.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But he's drunk.
Yeah.
Well, it is a ghost.
Yeah, no, I don't. That's why I'm giving you the inspiration. It's very cool.
Okay.
But it would not work. It would not work. All right, you still have a bonus action.
Your spell is still cast.
Yeah, I still cast the spell because I just tried to do it.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work. And it pisses him off.
I love it.
And so, as a bonus action, I will... that's what I'll do. You and your stupid ship, and I will bonus action use Quicken spell.
Okay.
For can spend 2 source points and casting 1 bonus. I used 1 for a cantrip.
Right.
And I'm going to create a bonfire on their ghost ship.
Okay. You create a bonfire on their ghost ship.
And I'm gonna put it right there.
Okay, hold on.
Like right on under the mast.
All right. You are concentrating on your bonfire.
Yep.
All right. Works for me. Anything else from Salem?
Nope, just cheers, whoop and hollers.
Fair enough. All right, good guy crew. A lot's gonna happen here. I'll try to move through it very quickly. Ias makes a saving throw against death, so that's good. This guy makes a save. Let me see what the order was. It looked like one of them. Did they all make their saves? Holy shit.
Ias was at net 20, right?
4, 5. No, it went from right to left.
No, darn it.
This guy right here, this old ass dude, gets a nat 20. He stands up with 1 hit point, and he just grabs his cutlass. And he rushes forward to engage with these skeletons. All right. Engaged with skeletons. Running up to engage with skeletons. Skeletons, stands over the body of the fallen, engages with skeletons. Same deal. Looks back at Carrick one last time. Runs forward.
I will nod at him as like, go forth, be victorious, brother.
Okay. This guy, and this guy all work on turning the catapult around, so that they could shoot the catapult at the bad guys. I didn't have the catapult down because the only catapult I have is kind of uggos and doesn't match the rest of the art style, but whatever.
I guess. Cartoon catapult.
Yes.
It's very nice cartoon catapult.
Hey, this guy's art style is so good, he's the official artist of Dungeon Draft, so let's go easy on him. Yeah. Alright, they...
Crash, there's one very key question that needs to be answered.
Uh-huh.
When does Harshnag go?
Oh, when he gets to his initiative that I didn't roll for him. Hold on. Oh, he would have already gone. Alright, hold on. Good call. Let's see. Alright, the catapult's preloaded. They turn it around. They're gonna take a shot. Let's see.
I'm taking all your stuff. That was meant for my niece.
Sure. Alright, what does this catapult do? That's pretty sad. Okay, 5d10. Alright. They, kind of like Salem, they're like, we'll attack the boat! And this is at +6. Yeah, so they lob this, metal iron ball over here, and it hits the ship, and you watch after it hits the ship, it just sort of sink into the ship, as if into a cloud. As it does,
dummies.
You see the wound dealt to the ship, and then you notice the fire burning at the ship, and you see those injuries sort of mimicked on the ghostly captain. He doesn't seem to be taking any damage, but he kind of staggers when the cannonball hits the ship. So that is a telling situation, and he does look over the fire and kind of squint at it angrily. All right, good guy captain is going to use shape up ye dogs. So here we go. Okay, he allows them to re-roll attack rolls, so he doesn't need to do that. Okay, so he is going to... He's going to turn to you, Marcus, and he's going to use his action to lift you up to your feet. He's going to use an item interaction to slap a potion into your hand. And then he is going to point over to the other ship, and he says, "You're a priest? Do something!"
That's what I was gonna do.
All right. And then, just for good measure, he will fire his hand crossbow up at the Banshee. And hit her. All right. I think the rest of these peeps, let's see. Yeah, they're going to take shots at the Banshee, since the Banshee didn't kill him. So, 1, 2. You'll notice that I'm not bothering to have the shitty skeletons and the shitty pirates fight each other. If you don't bother them, they're out of the fight, and we don't have to worry about them anymore. Okay? So just throw that information out there. Okay. Alright, so the rest of the shitty pirates are going to try to hit the Banshee. I probably shouldn't call them shitty pirates, that's not very nice.
Yeah, they're great
Yeah,
pirates.
they're sailors,
Okay?
not pirates.
Oh, thank you. So here we go. 1,
Privateers.
2, 3. Now these 3 do not have magic crossbows, but they all do manage to hit. So that is 3, 4, 9 more damage to the Banshee. All right, and that is everybody. Let's go back to Harshnag and see what he did on his turn. He is not near all of the metal balls and stuff, but he did steal some earlier. So
Makes sense.
yeah. So Harshnag is going to yell out to well, he doesn't have to yell, you right there. Gyoza, is this ship okay for me to jump onto?
It's hard to tell, but you can breathe water if you fall through.
Right, because every morning you cast that ritual spell, and then you every 45 minutes cast this other spell, or at least it's what the plan says you're going to do when we get to the place. Okay, he just kind of shakes his head and he tries to jump over there. Okay. Let's see, Harshnag, give me a charisma saving throw, buddy. Okay. He starts to sort of sink into the ship. And he says, "It doesn't feel very solid, but I will try my best." As he leaps over, he is attacked by one of the skeletons. So it just lashes out at him with its épée.
Goth pirate.
Sorry, that's the goth pirate. I needed the ghost pirate. My bad. It's still a 14. We'll just go off of it. Yeah. So it doesn't hit. He lands on the other side, and then he is going to, I guess, try to rock this dude's world. So he's gonna make some attacks. 1 and 2. I have asked for some rolls. We'll see what happens. Maybe. Okay. Oh, there's one. There's one showing up. Let's see. 19 is going to hit, and 18 does not hit. This creature takes 27 points of damage, and it turns its full attention upon Harshnag. It does have to make a Constitution save to see if it makes its... Yeah, it does, even without the bless. All right. And that is Harshnag's turn as he starts sinking through the ship. All right, Egan, to you.
Egan, kind of seeing Ias go down and Marcus go down, even though he's back up, will rage.
Okay.
As I'm raging, I'm thinking to myself, is this person fighting?
Yeah, you made a save.
Okay, good. All right. Egan will run underneath the Banshee.
He's up in the crow's nest. He's up in the lookout.
Okay. And look over at Carrick and slap his thigh in his hand and point up to Carrick.
that like
That's all special.
ready action launch?
Yes.
Oh, you're gonna launch him at the Banshee? That's hype as hell.
Yes.
Oh yeah. You guys will definitely be doing that at advantage. All right. Anything else from Egan?
That is all.
Okay. Elf Shadow to you.
All right. Elf Shadow would probably die if he tried to move to the one with the cannon. So it's just gonna turn to the one north of him, and he's just gonna attack it. I don't know if a 13 hits.
13 against a ghostly pirate does not hit.
All right. Elf Shadow's just like, and stays where he is,
Okay.
all angry.
Does he flip his hair in anger?
Sergeant Carrick Boragash, you're up.
All right. I will bonus action rage. And there's a token. I'm gonna run over and then using Egan's assistance, I will launch myself off of his provided springboard and try to grapple the Banshee. And bring her down to the deck.
You're gonna try to grapple the Banshee. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Egan, give me a athletics check. This will count as a grapple, which counts as an attack, so you will keep your rage.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm poisoned, but I'm raging, so offset just a flat roll.
Yep,
no
just a
damage.
normal athletics check. Yep. Well, whatever. We'll say it's fine. All right. So you launch Carrick up in the air. Raw, I guess it would be because it's like weird like that. But yeah, you toss him up in the air, and then Carrick, go ahead and give me an athletics check to grapple this Banshee. She has a -5 strength.
Okay.
Okay, and she does not go to the gym. She's not tone at all. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You grab her in. Wow, she got a nat 20. Doesn't matter. You grab her in a Zangief spinning pile driver, amazing thing, and you head back towards the ground. Just slam her into the ground. But she's kind of like a ghost, so yeah, you just kind of drag some like of her essence with you. And then by the time you reach the bottom, it has slowly drifted back up to form into the Banshee.
Oh.
Yes, as an incorporeal creature, she is immune to grapple, prone, and restrained.
Well, learned a lesson today.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. It was badass plan. What else you got, Sergeant Carrick Borgash? Technically, that counts as an attack, so you have one more attack left and a bonus action.
Right. No, I don't even have the bonus action because I raged.
Oh, okay.
So let's see. What was the toss? 10 feet. Can I run over here and then like attack one of these guys?
Yeah, if you want.
All right. I'll attack. That's listed. I'll attack the pirate on the ghost pirate on the left with my maul. 15 doesn't hit, I'm guessing.
15 against this ghost pirate does hit. Yep.
Oh, okay. 11 damage.
All right, 11 damage from a magical weapon. It's
Oh, plus rage,
disappears.
right?
Oh yeah, plus the 2 from rage. It disappears.
Oh,
You have dispersed it. All right.
Oh,
anything
and
else
I
from
would have
Carrick?
had to find your fury too. So, so okay, there you go. But it's probably muted necrotic, isn't it?
It's resistant. It's resistant. It's not
Alright.
immune.
All right,
All right. Anything else from Carrick?
that's all I got.
All right, Larionis, to you.
All right, so I'm just gonna kind of curse, pull out one of the +1 arrows, and I'll cunning action aim, and I'm aiming for the Banshee.
Okay.
And yep.
That's gonna hit.
All right. So sneak attack is on. Yes, sneak attack is on. So does 24,
Okay.
and then Wails from the Grave lets me, because I did a sneak attack, I can target a second creature within 30 feet with like psychic damage.
Okay.
Seeing that these things seem pretty fragile, I'll just nuke within 30 feet of her. I'll nuke this one.
Okay. So half of 24 is 12 psychic damage. It is dispelled.
I think it might only be the sneak damage, not the. Like I'd roll 3d6.
Oh, yeah, it says half the sneak damage. You're right.
Yeah, so I would do.
So it is still going.
Oof. Yeah, but I'm trying to help the old guy.
Okay.
That's all I got.
All right. Okay. That brings us to the ghost pirates. All right. Since you have engaged these ghost pirates, they will reactivate and attack people around them instead of dramatically just fighting each other. These three all move to this cannon and begin to reload it. These two move in to attack Elf Shadow. All right, Elf Shadow, here is the first attack. 15 for 3.
Elf Shadow is dead.
Oh, okay. And it will rush over and use its action or its movement to leap over and take the place of the one that fell. Before it leaps over, it will launch a grave bolt at, a spirit bolt at that one. There we go. That does hit him. He takes 6 points of damage and is bloodied. All right. This is going to attack Carrick's friend. Here we go. And then with disadvantage, misses with the spirit bolts. All right. So Carrick's friend takes some damage. All right. This one over here is going to. Let's see. Yeah, it's going to stand at the edge here, and it's going to fire a spirit bolt at Larionis. And miss. Okay. The rest of these guys are all engaged with NPCs, and nobody has bothered them, so they will continue clashing dramatically against those NPCs in the background. Alright, that brings us to the enemy captain. Let's see. The enemy captain is going to... let's see. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Poor Harshnag. Oh, man.
Oh, no.
Oh, man. Oh, okay. Alright, let's see. He is going to float through Harshnag over to here. He's going to size up Harshnag and realize that he's probably got a giant's reach. He's going to move to about there. And then he is going to let out his own horrible wail. He emits an ear-piercing wail. Let's see. I think I need him to be maybe there. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah, that could still work. I don't think he wants to get rocked too hard by Harshnag again. Alright. So everybody that is in that aura right there, that is not undead, excuse me. You are affected by the Wail of the Forgotten. I need everybody to make charisma saving throws.
+2 again if you're in my...
Alright, this is thunder damage, which is kind of exciting. Don't really see thunder damage too often. Alright, Harshnag, gotta make a charisma saving throw.
There's some bad rolls.
Holy shit. Harshnag made it. It is a 17. Let's see. We've got the Egan crew. You all have a +2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 pirates have to make a save. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They're all trying to get a 17. That means they need a 15 or higher to make it. Some of them did. Some of them did not. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them did not. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. And then, yeah. All right. I'm done rolling saves. So here comes the damage. This is all thunder damage. If you make the save, you take, let's see, half the damage. Okay.
I'll absorb elements reaction.
Okay. It's probably a good idea.
I'll use my diamond bracers since I failed my save.
I've requisitioned to roll. Someday it will show up. Holy shit.
Wow.
Yeah, you see the bodies of the pirates that failed, just their bones kind of like break and shatter. They just fall down dead. The one that was already down is definitely dead skis. The ones who passed are down but not dead. They are they're basically still making death saves and stuff like that.
My bonfire's gone.
All right.
No bonfire for me.
All right, so the ones that have a red dot are still savable. All right, so.
Whoa.
That brings us to the Banshee.
Banshee.
Oh, what's up?
My whole Roll20 screen just went white.
Oh. Yeah, it's real bad tonight. Hopefully it comes back for you. I'll try to be as descriptive as possible. The Banshee hovering 20 feet above the ship. Egan beneath her, raging. She basically looks around at everyone, reaches up and begins to tug at the bandages covering her face. As she does, she reveals her horrifying visage. Everybody within 60 feet that could see her needs to make a wisdom saving throw or be afflicted by the frightened condition.
Woo.
Do you get advantage if you're drunk?
I would say yes. Liquid Courage will say that you get advantage if you're drunk. Way to make some lemonade out of that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is super irate.
To give you an idea of where this Banshee's aura is at, here we go, 60 feet. That would be everybody. Yep. Alright.
Alright, you said a wisdom saving throw?
Mm-hmm. Alright. The captain taps this guy on the shoulder and points to Harshnag, and this guy moves to attack Harshnag.
What do you gotta beat for that?
Oh, I
ugly
posted up there. It's a
Banshee.
13.
Okay.
Yep.
Stupid Banshee.
I think you get +2 sub for me, right?
No, I don't think I'm in your aura. But he said liquid courage, so.
Oh, sure. Okay.
All right, he's going to
You're
cast.
in it.
This guy's casting a spell. Do you care at this point?
Yeah,
Salem?
I don't like any of them. Counterspell.
Okay. All right, he doesn't get the spell off. He will attack Harshnag with his scythe.
For
A
him and
ghostly
his
scythe appears in his hands.
wheat
He swings
cutter.
on Harshnag. It does not get through Harshnag's defenses. All right, that brings us to Harshnag. Harshnag is sinking through the ship. He needs to make another charisma saving throw before he is dropped into the water.
You
All
can
right,
do
here we
it,
go.
Harshnag, you can do it.
Okay. He begins to crawl/climb through the ship, and then reasserts himself using all his movement on the surface of the ship, and he looks very unsteady on his feet. And then he brings his weapon up and attacks the captain with it. Here we go. 1 and 2. All right. The second attack should show up anytime now. Anytime. Oh, there it is. All right, both of those hits. Captain takes a total of 53 points of damage. Doctor Who to you.
All right. Doctor Who will just fly over and assist Harshnag.
Okay. So reapplying the help action. Got it. Okay. Marcus, to you.
Finally. Okay. All right, here we go. Moving up. That's as far as I can go. And Channel Divinity, turn undead.
Okay.
They all got to make a wisdom saving throw. Everyone within 30 feet of me. As I present my shield.
Okay.
So let me just pop up an aura, I guess, for you.
There you go. I got you. All right. Let's see. This is a what kind of saving throw? Charisma?
Wisdom.
Are you sure?
Yes, 100%. Posted it up. It's a wisdom saving throw. Yeah, and if it fails,
Okay.
They are dead if they're CR1 or lower.
Okay. The Banshee makes a save. Let's see.
They are looking to beat. Sorry about that. A 15.
Sure. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pirates. Here we go. 10 pirates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Did we lose anybody? I think we did. Because these guys are CR1. So.
Only 3 of them survived.
Only 3 survived. Yikes. Okay. So boop. 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 Nice job. All right, and then the captain. This could be very embarrassing. All right. Let's see. Or not. Okay. He nibbled it. Yeah. So he makes the save. All right. Now, the ones that saved are afeared of you, correct?
Yes. Anyone? No. If they pass, I don't believe there's anything.
Oh, no, okay, gotcha. Then I'll turn your aura off for now. All right.
Yeah, there's nothing if they pass.
Were gonna start they were gonna start hacking up your surviving people there, so that's good. All right, that brings us to.
Oh, I also want a spiritual weapon. Yeah.
Spiritual weapon. All right, drag it on out. Make that attack roll. Gyoza, you're on deck. Salem, you're right after. Okay, spiritual weapon appears. Maybe you've done a little too much at this point. So as you go to attack the Banshee, she does one of them dramatic swoopy fly maneuvers out of the way of the spiritual weapon.
Okay, that's fair.
An aileron roll.
Oh yeah. All right, Gyoza, to you.
All right. Looks like everybody's good dealing damage, killing these things. He was about to cast a firewall, changes his mind to a healing spirit.
Okay.
So we're gonna cast a healing spirit at 4th level.
Right.
And we're gonna cast it over on ice.
All right, there you go.
And since I got a cantrip, that's a bonus action, I believe, for healing spirit.
Is Ice still with us though, because of all that?
And
she was not in the Thunder Blast, so
okay, that
she's
was
good.
my question.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the
all right. So what is she healed for?
I don't think it's actually heals her to her turn. I'll double check.
Oh,
though.
okay. Okay.
And then I'll produce flame on the Banshee again, just because I don't know what else to do.
Sure. That is the hit. Ooh, very nice. Yeah, it bears mentioning the Banshee, as far as you can tell, is bloodied. Alright, anything else from Gyoza?
I'll move closer to the center of the ship, I guess. That'll be it.
Okay. Aya staggered to her feet. She look around, and she looks at you, Larionis, with wild eyes, sees that you are afeared, and shouts, what are we killing, in Elven?
I'm just gonna either say the Banshee or the Captain.
Okay, she narrows her eyes, sees the Banshee, and she will go ahead and open up an attack on it.
Shoot the Zelda.
Alright, she will Hunter's Mark it, and then longbow it. Here we go. Correct me if I'm wrong, did you guys procure for her a magical bow or no?
We got her
vicious
the vicious crossbow. Vicious
Correct.
light crossbow.
Okay.
And she does have like 8 + 1 arrows.
Okay.
Bolts.
I mean, is this the time to use them, you think, or
Nah.
maybe? Nah. Okay. All right. Here we go.
My healing spirit macro did not work. It looks like all the numbers got deleted.
She takes a shot at the Banshee, and that does enough damage to kill it, since this is a magical weapon. The Banshee lets out one final wailing cry as it disapparates.
Could I reaction to tell her new target?
Yeah. She will look over and see this big boy here, and she can't Hunter's Mark it.
I was thinking more the guy that are getting the cannons ready to blow our ship up.
Sure. Okay. She will take a shot at him. No Hunter's Mark damage on this, but does hit it for 7. It is bloodied. Yes, Larionis, you have successfully deduced that another cannon shot might sink the ship. So, all right, and then she will, I guess, back up a little bit. Salem, to you.
Salem, looking around, had been looking at the Banshee because she'd been screaming a lot, and he has an incredible headache. And then turns and sees the pirate ship, and he's like, "What are you still doing here?" At the pirate ship. And since banishment didn't work last time, he's gonna cast Dispel Magic
Oh no.
Okay.
and see if that works on it
Oh no.
All right.
at 5th level. Okay.
Wow. Okay, so you cast Dispel Magic at 5th level. Go ahead and give me a caster check.
Use the inspiration.
I'll use the inspiration.
Yeah.
Because why not?
God
Yeah,
damn it.
the ship suddenly becomes very, very solid. It does not seem as ephemeral as it did before. You can see just this rotting hulk of a ship barely staying adrift in the water. As that happens, you see that this spooky pirate looks a lot less cool and a lot more bony and rotted and worn out.
Stupid pirates.
All right. Anything else
Stupid
from
pirate
Salem?
ship. And then I will use a sorcery point and bonus action at the cannoneer. Firebolt.
Okay. That finishes him off. Yeah, you blast him.
That's it.
Oh,
It's his turn.
I think that was my initiative guy. All right, hold on. They were at like a 20 something. There we go. 23. All right. whatever crew is left, they are all gasping for life, trying to keep going. The captain is going to rush to his crew and just start slapping magic band-aids on them, I guess. I don't know. He's trying to keep as many of them alive as possible. His eyes are wild as he tries his best to save these people.
You didn't tell us about any ghost pirates.
I'll yell at him to put him in the space with the spirit.
Oh, sure. Yeah, he just starts piling people in there. Okay.
All right. Well.
All right.
All right.
That brings us to. He yells at these guys with the catapult to come help with the crew, and they start running, grabbing crew, and throwing them all on top of each other.
All right. Well, every time they do, tail just disapparates into
okay.
the group member.
Egan, to you.
Up to 5 times.
Egan will cast Channel Divinity. Turn the tide. Everybody gets 1d6 plus 2.
Are you still raging?
Yes, but I can do that while raging.
Yeah, it's not a spell, so.
Yeah.
It'll still work.
Okay.
This one I can.
Yeah, that is the clutchest use of that spell I've ever seen. Other than the 5 pirates who were just super killed, you have brought everyone back up to fighting fit.
Everyone gets 1d6 plus 2, the HP?
So 4, yeah. Everybody gets 4 health.
All right. They all open their eyes, let out gasps of breath, and look around like they can't believe that they are alive and ready to keep fighting.
Right,
the ones that are all piled on top of the healing spirit and are just infused with energy at this point.
I look over at this guy and I loudly shout, "Helm, bolster our defenses."
Right, you see tears streaming from his face as he looks over at you, and he nods in the affirmation.
Right.
All right.
Let me get rid of this thing.
All
Okay,
right.
that's it.
Egan, you don't wear a helm.
Anything else from Egan?
No, that's my action. No, that's
You have
all.
movement if you want to use it.
That's a good point. I'll step up here just to.
Because you are no longer afeared of the Banshee.
That's true.
All right, Sergeant Carrick Borgash, you're up.
All right. Carrick is going to not an athlete, so I guess I'd have to back up, get a running start, to then run and jump and leap and land next to the pirate's captain.
Okay. Yeah,
I
mean
do
it's yeah. You have athletics, you have strength. Yeah, you can leap across.
Okay.
Go for it.
All right, so I'm gonna leap across, and in his rage, Carrick's gonna turn to the pirate captain and say, "This ends now," and he's gonna start wailing on him with his maul.
Just ended yesterday.
What?
Oh.
Salem shrunk.
Okay.
Due to Salem's efforts, the armor class of this creature has been dropped by 5.
Okay.
Okay.
And
so,
I will attack recklessly just for
All right,
good
you-
measure.
all right.
All right, so come on, maul.
Yeah, that's a hit.
23.
All
for
right,
10.
that's also a hit.
Action surge.
He is bloodied.
Okay. 5.
And he's got to make some saves here. Constitution saves,
Okay.
1 and 2. Oh, all right. Well, you can't critically fail a save, so I guess
Right.
he still makes it. Okay. And then the third one. Half of 19. Yeah, he would still make it. Okay, so he's holding on to his bless, but he
Okay.
takes a lot of damage.
All right.
You got
and then
one more attack, right?
Final maul attack. Yep.
All right. I don't know if this dude can fail a concentration check, honestly, unless it's a hell amount of damage. Okay. Because he also gets the bless on top of it, which is kind of crazy. All right. So he takes a shitload of damage, dude. A shitload of damage.
And bonus
anything
action,
else?
second win for good Bonus,
All right.
bonus action if I can win for good measure.
Fair enough.
D10 plus.
All right. Harshnag smiles down at you and nods his head in approval. All right. Larionis, top of the round to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out another magic arrow, fit it to the bow, take a gander that their captain, the Carrick's beating like a redheaded stepchild, Sorignosa, and I'm gonna cunning action aim, and I'm gonna shoot an arrow at him
Yeah, that hits.
for 25 piercing.
All right. He is in bad shape.
All right,
Very
and
good.
then his little friend there with the to the north
guy?
of him. Yeah, that guy gonna take 8 psychic damage
All right.
as the wail of death comes out from the captain.
All right. Anything else from Larionis?
Nope, that would be it.
Okay. I got 2 basic bitch ghost pirates, one for Egan, one for Salem. Here we go. Egan. Ghostly Cutlass, followed by Spirit Bolts at disadvantage. Dropping some big damage there. Big damage. Neither attack hits. Salem, same thing. Attack. And disadvantage attack. Both miss. Alright. That brings us to
Bag
the
of
enemy
bones.
captain. Alright. Let's see. Alright.
Throw it at us, Crash.
What?
Throw it at us.
Okay. The captain looks from the giants to Carrick to all of you. Man. He is bested. He's bested. But you know, it says here he has a single-minded purpose. So it will stick around. All right. Carrick, it raises its Kopesh of Oblivion above its head.
Oh,
And
I've
yeah.
just been fucking up today.
And it's gonna bring it down on you.
Advantage.
All right.
Yep.
Here we go. Uh, 29 for
Definitely
20
hits.
for 21 slashing. That is the end of the world, but you do have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Or so.
Does anybody have inspiration to give to Carrick?
Boy, I already used it.
I don't pass.
All right. Wow. What is the most cherished thing that you have?
It's probably that other pirate dude.
This thing could be anything, even something you are not carrying with you. And
Probably
it could be
Egan.
as large as a building, but it can't be a living entity. And it can't be on you or within sight of you. So it's something that's precious to you that is not with you.
The whorehouse of Yatar.
No, it's clearly the Silvery Moon one.
I like this ability because it's very like role play, and it doesn't really
Okay.
have So
Would it be the most valued thing to Carrick? Would probably be the memory of the last couple of years he had with his father before his father passed.
holy
So
shit!
if it's a memory, if a memory is eligible, that
No,
would
It
be
is
because
a
it-
it is a
it-
mate- it's a
material.
material thing. It disappears from the universe.
God, did your dad just disappear?
It's Egan.
No, his father was already dead.
Yeah, I know. That
It's
just makes him
Egan.
bones. He's an object at this point.
All right, so why don't we say your father's grave? There you go.
Oh fuck!
So no one remembers how your father died or where he was buried. He ceases to exist.
Except for him, he still knows it.
Yep,
Is-
you're the
is
only
he-
person in the universe, Carrick, that remembers how your father died and how he was buried.
Is he aware of this loss? Like, it's like as he gets hit with the blade, it's like springs to his mind that this is
Yeah.
also happening. Oh,
Mhm. Yep. And then you see a smile as this guy's kind of jagged teeth part his ghostly, ragged beard. And he just says very quietly, "Thank you." All right.
That's a lot to unpack. Oh my god.
Yeah. This guy right here is going to try and take care of the harshnag
That's heavy.
situation. God damn it. Let's see. It's hard to fight giants when you're, a little pirate guy. He's gonna try. Can't get through that armor. I guess he'll try to bonk him with a spiritual weapon just to see what happens. It can only go 20 feet though, so it would, yeah. All right, he brings it over, tries to bonk him.
Wait,
Oh, that's mine. That's mine.
That's
Oh,
yeah.
that's yours. Oh, mine's
Yeah.
already on harshnag, right? Yeah. Okay.
No,
No,
because I've been
that's
counterspelling.
spell.
Oh, yeah, I got
every
counterspelled,
time.
yeah.
Counterspelling. My bad. So he will try
man.
and use. Yeah, he will try to use it. Do you want to counterspell him again? Oh my god. Okay. In that case,
Denied.
He will look over at you, and then he will move towards Carrick instead, and he raises his scythe to attack Carrick.
Oh,
22,
18.
Carrick.
All that hits.
All right. Let's see. He does this plus this. So 22 damage total, 10 slashing, 12 necrotic.
Okay.
All right. That brings us to Harshnag. Harshnag looks over at you and he says, "Thank you for coming to help me, grandfather." And he raises his mighty axe, and he's going to ask Roll20 nicely to please give him his attack rolls in a timely manner. Nope, not happening. All right.
God bless
Hey, man, it can
Roll20.
happen. Anytime. Okay. While we're waiting for that, Doctor Who. Oh, wait, there we go. Doctor Who. He almost misses, but you let out an encouraging hoot, and he hits. And he hits again, and that'll be the end of this spooky ghost pirate. He vanishes, and as he vanishes, all the rest do as well, one by one, and then the ship itself.
Yeah, that's right, you stupid ship.
All
Whoa,
right.
whoa, what's this thing where Carrick just jumped across? No, you in the water.
Alright. So you splash down, and Harshnag surfaces and begins laughing. And he swims over and he lifts you up out of the water and he holds you above his head like you are a prize trophy or baby Simba. Maybe a combination of the two. Swims over to the ship with you and kind of starts climbing the side of the ship. It's not a good idea because the ship starts tilting very badly. It's already listing from the damage it took. He lets go of you and just swims alongside the ship, afraid to climb up onto it. All right. In the aftermath of the attack, you begin rushing about to perform any healing or miracles that you have. The captain looks to you, Marcus, and says, "If you could save any of them, I'll pay you. I'll pay you, please. I know you can call upon the gods for help. Please."
Or
Wait,
vitality.
Who? What now?
The,
Wait, does he mean like revivify them?
Yeah, he wants you to fucking. He's willing
Oh.
to pay you.
Are they dead, or are they?
Well, I mean, that's what Revivify is for. Dead. The
Oh,
people
okay.
that aren't dead, you've saved. There's 5 people that are dead. The captain is willing to pay you if you bring them back. But you got a minute. Got a minute on the clock.
I start gentle reposing them. No, I start gentle reposing them.
No, just bring them back.
Okay, all right.
Five.
I pop a scroll of revivify on the first guy right
great.
here.
Okay.
All right, that's a thing.
Yeah.
Revivify scroll, and then next guy.
Anybody else taking this guy up on his offer or no? Do you?
Yep. Gyoza will help too.
Okay.
He'll have to save some though because he doesn't have that many.
And then
Alright, you
I.
guys tell me, of the 5 people that died, how many do you revivify?
How much gold do I have? Hang on, let me double check. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
Don't forget we have the platinum as well.
I need. It needs to be diamond though.
Well, you need actual diamonds though.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I have 1,100 golds worth and a scroll. So that is, what is it? 100 gold, I think, per revivify.
It's 300 apiece.
Yeah, 300 apiece.
And I've got 600 gold worth of diamonds.
I guess I'll do.
There's
That's
our
enough.
5.
That's enough for 5.
Yeah, 1 scroll and 2 casts. Myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
We should probably use the diamonds first. The scroll's slightly better.
I disagree.
Because it doesn't use a spell slot.
I would use.
Oh, yeah, then all right. Yeah. Then yeah, I'll just do 3 casts of revivify then and expend
All right.
900
As they
gold worth of diamonds.
watch the 2 of you perform these fucking miracles and bring these people back to life, their morale goes from like, what the hell are we doing? We could never take on a kraken, to nothing can stop us. The gods are on our side. They pick Gyoza, yeah, and Marcus up, and they begin to carry them around, and there's like a miniature parade on the deck of the ship as they just cry out your names and the names of your gods. And this little guy, he runs over, and he tries his best to pick up Egan. Did you let him pick him up?
Yeah, I love
Okay.
it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Derek will come over and help the dude.
Okay.
pick up
And then he carries you around, and he's just extolling the virtues of Helm and the might of Helm's champion. You watch from the wheel. Captain Zaldar Flotion, look over at you guys. 1 mascara-stained tear down his cheek. Ias says in Elven to you, Larionis, I love you guys, but every day I regret running into you on the road.
In Elvish, I'll reply saying, if I didn't owe them a life debt, I would have returned home long ago.
Where's the?
I don't know what they did to the multiverse, but it is out to get them.
How high is the mast?
Marcus.
The crow's nest is 60 feet.
Salem drunkenly flies all the way up to it.
Okay.
Lars is going to tell Ias that he's pretty sure that Marcus slept with Lathander's sister. And that he has the ire of the gods as a result.
Possibility.
Salem just starts roaring out into the sky.
Oh man. Yeah, it is super dramatic. It's like MGM Lion roaring. Yep. There's just huzzas and cheers. The captain doesn't anchor his ship because that's a rookie mistake. He doesn't anchor his ship. But they do let the ship kind of drift while they do repairs. The captain is, is a whiz rope, and he's pretty strong. Not strong enough, I guess, to bust out any of those whiz rope powers during the fight, but he has several scrolls of fabricate, and he works towards repairing his ship as it kind of drifts listlessly in the waves. Everyone else spends the night celebrating. Their premium spiced rum is cracked open. Some of the finest elephant jerky is shared. Gyoza, I understand if you don't want any. It's a little close to mammoth. They are in awe of your strength and your prowess, and they are convinced beyond any shadow of doubt that all the lies the captain has told them are true. You guys are here to help them slay the Kraken.
Yeah.
Yeah. The captain, after repairs are done, before the sun has risen, comes to you, Marcus, and he hands you a small chest. Opening the chest, you see that it is full of an assortment of gems. There are 3,000 gold worth of gems inside, 1,000 of which are diamonds.
Oh, well, that's cool. That's good. Okay. I thank him graciously, and I accept it.
Okay. He tells you to, you and your allies, to get some rest. You've earned it. All right.
You gotta hand out some of them diamonds, Marcus.
That's literally almost all the diamonds I used.
So during
I also use diamonds.
during the
I will,
third
hang on.
day, you guys can take a long rest if you would like, since your
Sweet.
night was interrupted by an attack and celebration. All right. So everybody gains the benefits of a long rest, and the third day continues. All right. During this third day of travel, does anything interesting happen? Oh man, fantasy ships.
Well, now that they've seen it, I'm just gonna have Elf Shadow out.
Okay.
Salem's gonna finish his project down in the hold.
All right.
In a dark corner where no one can see.
In
if they aren't looking.
late afternoon, the captain gets a cry in gibberish from the crow's nest, and he nods his head, and he takes a little spyglass and he looks, and he says, he calls over to Marcus, who's identified as the leader of the Sword Saints. It's weird how NPCs do that. I
He's
think
not
'cause
wrong.
You're a half elf. He's a half elf. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he kind of calls you over and he says, so they spotted an island that's not on any maps. You guys want to check it out or just keep going?
We should totally check it out.
No.
It's probably.
Let's check it out.
Anything close to the Maelstrom?
Here, take.
Oh my God.
No, you're not close to the Maelstrom. You got hundreds of miles to go. He hands you the spyglass if you wanted to look over at the island.
I do.
It is super small. The island is maybe like 10 times the size of the ship. And you can see from here that there is a beautiful little grove surrounded by trees and flowers. And in the grove, there is a table surrounded by 10 chairs. On the table, there seems to be a great feast, already set with exotic food and drink.
We're going. Already failed my
Yeah.
wisdom save. We're going.
How about we put it to a vote like we have been this whole day?
I just tell him, and I don't tell anybody else.
Oh, dang. All right.
Okay.
The ship is
All right,
making for
hold
this
on,
small
hold on.
island.
Okay.
We hear land ho. There's an island.
Oh, yeah, you hear that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, which means we would know to know better. So
Which
put it
we
to a
would know
vote.
to ask Marcus, what did you see?
Yeah,
All right, the
A
ship is
rest
heading
spot.
towards this island.
He was telling this
we can rest on the ship.
just
We
to
have
make
it.
sure all the
All the repairs. seem
to
be
make
done.
sure all the repairs are done.
My doctor.
No, it's also a land that would allow Harshnag to climb onto the ship without the ship like tilting into the water.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's sort of dragging behind the ship for hours.
You don't know how ships work, do you?
You just can't really.
This ship has
Just go to
holes
the-
in it. If it tilts,
Oh,
Yeah. Blood.
No,
Was-
he
No.
he did fabricates on it
Yeah,
last night.
they are their ships
yeah.
repaired.
oh no!
Yeah.
I would just enlarge, reduce Harshnag so we could get on the ship without destroy.
Yeah.
He is
Easily
very
done.
he is very happy about that.
There is
Very
no
Marcus
reason
is
to go
enticed
onto
by the
some
pirate life.
uncharted
So
island.
the pirates, who by now you realize are as insane as advertised, are excited. They're
Right.
like, they're all sharing the spyglass as they pass it around, and they're just like, no, that's the ballista, that's not a pirate.
The ballista is just as excited.
Yeah, he's got the spyglass up against his eye patch, and he's like, oh, it looks like they've got a turkey over there.
Nope,
Oh,
it's
I
a
can't
trap.
wait to eat some turkey.
Nope. It's a trap.
All right.
Yeah, we really shouldn't go there.
In
Yeah.
Elvish, Aya says to you, Larionis, like, are these people for real? Like they're just there's an island on no maps that has a mysterious place setting with no one there, and they want to go eat the food.
I'm gonna say like a
Marcus,
hand on his shoulder
Marcus
and
overhears,
say,
looks to her and says, "Yeah, we're for real."
I'm just gonna
Captain?
say, remember, they only get like at most 10 centuries.
Captain,
They
So,
want to experience as much
he
as they
looks
can.
to you. Yes, Salem.
if you bring us to that island, I will
Mhm.
burn your ship to the ground.
Oh, that's not very nice.
Oh, Larianus hears that and says, if you try, I will pepper you with so many arrows you will be dead.
I'll
Look.
banish you.
Marcus,
I
Marcus.
For a minute?
deeply
Yeah.
respect.
Well-
I deeply respect you as heroes and the great miracles that you have worked. And
Marcus.
your ability to produce
Yes.
miracles is what gives me the courage to believe this Dawnbringer will keep us safe.
Then you should
Are you-
also believe
All right, let's
that
go to a vote.
Are you not adventurers? Are you not possessed of a need for adventure?
We've
This-
long rested by this time, right?
Egan,
Yeah.
during this conversation, Egan starts to
This is a great boon
take off
put
his
out
armor.
for us by the gods because of the great deed we did in defeating that fell pirate.
no.
During this
Okay.
conversation, Egan begins to take off his armor as quickly
Okay.
as he can, and reveals his left shoulder,
Okay,
which is strewn with about 20 scars,
sure.
and informs everyone the best he can that every time we put ourselves in situations where somebody falls, I pay a debt.
What?
Since I have met you, I have 19 scars. And we consistently put ourselves in these situations.
Do you hurt yourself?
All right.
Is this something we need to
This
talk
guy
about?
this guy looks at you. His eyes shine. His eyes are shining. The other pirates, no strangers to scars, all giving you like nods of approval. Yeah.
When I fail to protect you, I have failed us.
This woman
other
looks at you
things.
with a knowing smile. She says, I understand. You can sit by me in the jolly boat when we go to have that magic banquet.
We're not going.
And she pulls you into an embrace and she says, thank you for volunteering to keep me safe.
All right. He swayed me. Okay. Marcus has had a change of heart. He changed his vote.
We don't all
Wait,
have to go.
Dawnbringer, do you feel that this is folly?
It may
And
be.
Marcus.
But either way,
Marcus.
yes.
You could, we don't have to take the entire ship over there. We could just go check it out.
No, that's dumb. Because what if you get stuck there?
Maybe, but it's not something that affects the entire group.
No, it does affect the entire group because if you get stuck there and we can't help you, guess what? You're SOL and we can't do anything.
What if some of the sailors went over? Would you guys stop the sailors from going over? They have a
Because
thirst
then
for
we don't have
adventure.
anyone to man the ship.
Oh, okay. All right. If
Yeah.
if Marcus tells the captain it's a bad idea, the captain will tell everyone that it's a bad idea. All right. Fair enough.
Egan swayed me.
They wistfully watch the delicious Thanksgiving dinner fade into the distance as they sail by. Night falls, and you guys can have rum rations and celebrate to your heart's content. All right.
All right, we'll just say Gyoza was actually asleep when they saw the island. Then
Okay.
that'll be the easiest way to do it.
Well, I mean, if voting's the fastest way to reach resolutions. If you were outvoted on it, then I mean.
Well, it's not something that affects the entire party. So.
Thank you for that.
Well, I mean, we're not going to tell
if you
people,
lost 10 pirates, I don't think you guys are qualified to man this cruise or crew this ship. So that could probably be a pretty big hit to your success. But you'll never find out what the benefits or penalties were for going to that strange and mysterious island. All right. Continuing on your way, you go into your 4th day of sailing.
Island.
And so it goes as you continue to travel. On the 4th day,
I got drunk.
Oh. Okay. Unable to go to Special Island. Many people got drunk. Let's see. Kirik, you wake up in the hammock that was provided to you, but you are 6 gold poorer than you were when you went to sleep. Everything else seems fine, except there is a half-eaten wheel of cheese laying on your chest.
Oh no, do I recognize the happy wheel of cheese?
I don't think
so. Do I recognize it? Did I steal it from Egan?
I mean...
Anauroch is so upset right now.
Did I get so drunk that I stole from a friend?
Let's see. Egan, in other news, you held your liquor fine, but when you woke up, you found that one wheel of cheese was missing from your cheese wheel collection.
Oh. Man.
Yeah.
Didn't you spend like several hundred gold on all that?
Yes.
Oh, no.
A 23rd time. No, I'm kidding.
Okay. Let's see. You find the wreckage of a jolly boat. No signs of any ship. No signs of any life. Just the shattered remains of a jolly boat. All right. 5th day of sailing. Let's see. You see a boat off in the distance. It is a giant longboat. It does not seem to be intent on approaching your ship. The crew would like to fight it. Do you guys want to fight this giant longship? You would have to pursue it to do so. It would take you off course.
When you say giant, like frost giant?
Yeah, it's literally a frost giant longboat. So it would be like that big. Can you see that? Yeah.
Oh, that's massive.
I don't see the size thing. I just see that you drew 2 lines across the entire map. I don't know what that's about.
Yeah. Yeah, the boat would be like roughly the size of that big pink turd I drew. So
I asked Harshnag what he thinks.
I could go to my map and copy paste it over if you want. But
I'll ask.
Harshnag looks over at the boat. His eyes narrow, and he looks down at you and he shakes his head. He said, "It seems that the gods keep throwing distractions in our way. This reminds me of when we pursued the orcs into the swamp."
Ah, yes, that was
a fucking
Yeah.
disaster.
Yeah. We must stay focused. Once the ordering is finished, I pledge that assuming I can't get in real good with the princess and marry into the royal family, we will travel the Sword Coast and we will just fucking kill everything.
Okay, Harshnag, you have a deal. Yeah.
All right.
I hold him to his word.
All right.
partying up with a frost giant afterwards. Absolutely.
And hearing this and kind of knowing that it was going that way, Carrick would be like, "Hey, anything I can do to help you out with the princess? Just say the word. I'm there, man."
As you are very good with ladies, I have noticed this. There were some women in Silvery Moon that started paying you. All right, continue on your way. Oh, this is awkward. Evening of the 6th day, you guys do notice the weather is getting worse and worse. Off in the distance, you see things floating in the water. As you check through the spyglass, or send Doctor Who, or both, you discover 37 bloated corpses of mostly humans, a few halflings, half-elves, and dwarves, just floating on the surface of the water.
Oh.
Their bodies are sort of at the level of bloated where the flesh is starting to slough off into like clouds of flesh around the bodies. Nothing has come to eat them, which is very interesting.
I'll be
I will
ready
use-
with control water just in case something crazy starts happening.
I will.
Or turn undead there, Marcus. That
I'll use detect
Yeah,
magic
that too. That too.
as we go by. If any are close enough to the ship.
Okay. Detect magic on them? No, they just seem to be corpses. They have a rancid smell, even over the wind and the salt and all that. You can still smell the rancidness of the corpses.
I made a small mimic looking effigy somewhere in the ship.
What's it like? Scare the hell out of people, or?
No, like he does with all his little like the whopper tingler or the
Gotcha.
head and all that.
All right. The days pass, one after the other. You, of course, having saved these people and helped them vanquish a ghost pirate, and of course you're going to help them kill Kraken. These people, they love you. They sort of idolize you almost, and they are very, very excited about the things that are to come. On the 8th day, the storm that was brewing a few days ago hits, and it hits hard. It does slow your progress, but a combination of magic from Druid, Captain, Salem, Marcus, you guys are able to weather the storm no problem. This, of course, just makes them even more confident that everything is going to be okay.
Ugh.
On the 9th day, you guys come across another ship. This one is roughly the size of your ship. It is gaudily painted in reds, purples, and pinks. And the crew gets very excited. They all begin to whisper the words, "the lusty crustacean," and begin singing bawdy songs about it. It turns out the lusty crustacean is a traveling brothel ship. They all insist that they get to spend a few hours there. The captain turns to Marcus.
I mean, I don't see the harm with that one if it's something they
Are
know
you
about.
serious?
What?
It's a morale thing. It's a couple
is.
hours, and it's not taking.
Yeah, it's just a
horribly out.
couple
Salem,
hours.
Salem,
We-
come on.
Yeah,
We're gonna
see?
lose them.
Yeah,
We
don't
have been at sea for
don't
10
do
days.
that
These people, These people know what they're doing. They're sailors. Look at them. They would not know song about this thing if it was bad.
Exactly. Thank you, Harshnag.
Everything that has a song
I
written
never
about it
asked
is
for
bad.
anything. He crosses his arms and he turns away in a huff. I go along with everything you want to do. And then when there's one thing that Harshnag wants to do, everybody's make a big deal about it. I didn't even get to go have the magic dinner on that island. Now I just wanted to go to this special pink boat, and this cat is being a poop about everything.
No, we're totally going.
Oh, okay.
I feel like I'm the only one who is thinking about like what we're supposed to be doing.
This won't slow us down that much.
We're just
Do you
thinking
know
about what
how
we're gonna do
currents
after
work?
2 hours,
I
3
was
hours.
just like, look, it's fine. These are professionals. They control the wind and stuff. This is
What
fine.
are we gonna do? Are we gonna like attach the ship to each other? Are we gonna have like some stupid
Yeah.
ship mating dance? That ship's gonna
Yeah.
sink and pull us down with it?
Well, look. These aren't elven ships, so I don't think they mate with each other. Okay, and like, I don't think that's how it works. But look, it's morale, Salem. Why don't you and your friend play chess or whatever? You've been doing that for like 10 days.
Yeah, and I keep winning. It's
Yeah.
boring.
Well, try playing drunk.
I have been.
No, because then you'll banish him and we'll get in a lot of trouble. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you banish things when you're drunk. Look, out of solidarity, because I know you don't go in for that stuff, I will hang out with you. And not go to that really fancy brothel barge.
You
And
hardly like
Gyoza-
anyone in the group
Gyoza
anyway.
too.
Like,
Yeah.
Ias, if you really want to go, I'll play chess with Salem.
Oh,
I
no,
mean,
I was going to teach him how to use these ballistas.
oh, that's fun.
Lars is staying on the ship anyways. He's just
Okay.
advocating that the crew deserves a bit of a.
Okay, yeah. They
Marcus
spend
is
like
going.
they spend like 4 hours in most of their personal wealth, and it's one of the
Yeah.
most magical and amazing adventures that they've ever gone on. If I ran those sort of saucy games, there'd be a whole one-shot called
The lusty
lu-
crustacean.
the Lusty Crustacean. But because we have things to do, we're not going to explore it. It's all in your imaginations. It's all your imaginations. But it's a pretty amazing time.
That's such a terrible name for a ship that spreads crabs.
No, that makes it the best day for a shit that spreads crabs.
Marcus
Alright.
blows 200 gold worth of assorted gems on it.
Oh my god!
Okay,
Wait a minute, I thought you were a eunuch.
I'm pretty sure those gems weren't.
I
just for
never
you.
said I was.
That's his shit. He's suspending his share.
Yeah, it's my share.
Better just be spending his share.
Yeah, because that's 1,000
Alright.
gold, 1,000
No,
diamonds you have to
Carrick
split.
is going to stare
then
sullenly
2,000
into a
gems.
pint of ale while everyone's off fornicating, and he's gonna be on his own little. He's gonna be in his head the entire time.
Okay.
He's still trying to come to grips with what happened before. Still bothers him.
Okay, fair enough. The next day, you find a stowaway on the ship. One of the brothel workers, no longer wanting to be a hooker, but wanting to be, I shouldn't say hooker, no longer wanting to be a professional and well employed sex worker, would rather just be a pirate. So
Wait.
she stuck-
Hooker
What?
is probably the right term because they're on a ship and they're fishing for men.
Okay. And she has a hook hand, so I
Yeah.
guess she would be a hooker. Okay. Yeah. So she has stowed away. The pirate captain admires her courage, but being superstitious, he looks to Marcus for guidance. Nobody's told
I
this guy.
need to see what
Marcus
she
is
looks like.
An 8 intelligence.
I need to see what she looks like.
You need to see what she looks like. Oh.
Yes, I need to be able to look at her.
We need a token up in here.
Oh man. Okay. Well done.
So who all got a
Marcus assumes his guise of all-knowing and leadership.
I need a deception check for that.
Okay. All right.
Oh! Let's keep her.
All right, his arms crossed. The captain looks from her to Marcus and wants to know what Marcus's great godly wisdom is.
She could be a valuable asset. Let's keep her aboard.
Okay. And so she joins the crew. All right.
Marcus is having the most insane power trip off of it.
This is gonna get us killed. I hope you all know that.
What?
Okay.
What's gonna get us
The
killed?
captain and crew keep doing stupid things and wanting to do stupid things and going to him for advice.
On the 13th day, the crew has complained enough and frequently enough to the captain about strange arcane effigies and writings that they keep finding around the ship. An investigation reveals Salem is the culprit.
Whoa.
The
hold on.
crew is demanding that Salem be thrown overboard while weighted down with iron catapult balls to appease Umberlee and purge the ship of his hoodoo magics.
We should have this one go to a vote.
How do you know?
Zaldar,
He doesn't look to Marcus again? No.
How vicious is the crew towards Salem over this?
How do you all know it wasn't the lady who stowed away with us?
Look, witch hunts don't need evidence, and they don't need to make sense. Okay.
Well,
Zaldar,
you guys only started noticing them after she appeared.
Zaldar narrows his eyes and says, with all respect, no one is talking to you, Salem. We are seeking the great knowledge of the Dawnbringer.
I punch him in the throat.
You punched the captain in the throat?
No!
Really?
No!
I won't do that.
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. What do you say, wise Dawnbringer?
I punch Marcus in the throat.
No,
That's fair. That's fair. Okay.
Carrick will. Is it possible that Carrick can sort of intercede and just be an ominous presence to say, no one is throwing Salem overboard?
Wait. They're making some good points here. I mean, let's hear them out, Carrick.
No.
He's always making weird stuff.
Yeah, I'll tell them.
And now
Yeah.
he's trying to say that Stella is the problem. Look at Stella. The only problem with her is she's not a giant.
You know her name?
Of course, she's very sweet.
Stella's a great girl, Salem.
Harshnag's a gentleman. Like,
Yeah, I know Harshnag is. It's
I
Marcus
am
who
very
isn't.
gentle with every woman I meet, unless they ask me not to be.
Also,
Oh.
I'm pretty sure I gave you a gift one time. Jerk.
You did. We are friends. I'm just saying that we should hear out the complaints.
Ease down. You're a little outnumbered here, buddy.
All
If the
right.
entire crew wants to jump you, it's gonna be a problem. I'm trying to help you out.
Banish their ship. How about that?
I tell
That's not
I
gonna
tell
work.
the captain and the crew that the things that Salem does are just rituals because he is a powerful spellcaster. He does it to enable stronger protections on the boat because he feels comfortable that way. If he needs to stop, we can see about either toning it down or I can speak with him about stopping it. Do I need a deception that?
Oh, Aya's eyes widen, and she says, oh, absolutely. And I've been helping with elven magic. And she kind of reaches up and flicks both her ears. And they all kind of look around like, oh.
I mean, they got an elf on the crew. Like,
All right, Marcus, give me a deception with advantage. Okay. Yeah, this
Okay.
elf looks over at Marcus and gives you the look on that miniature actually, and nods, and says, "Now that you mention it, they did seem to be elven marks of protection. Thank you, Salem." And everyone kind of grumbles and says, "Thank you, Salem."
Oh, you're gonna be welcome, all right.
Oh my god.
Shut up.
And Stella looks over at you, Salem, And she pulls one eyelid down and sticks her tongue out at you.
Whatever, that hook is probably fake.
I didn't tell you where the hook was, okay? So, all right. You are closing in on the maelstrom now. On the not maelstrom, because that's the capital city of the storm giants. On the tempest, you guys are closing in on it. The waters grow darker. The storms begin to pick up. The rain begins to fall in heavy buckets. The captain informs you that you will be reaching the border, such as it were, to the tempest in only a few hours. You need to make ready your final preparations.
Gyoza will hand out good berries and instruct the crew on their use.
Okay.
Salem will ask for a bucket of paint
Okay. The
and
crew.
a paintbrush,
All right. The crew gives you what you ask for.
and then proceed to go around the outside of the ship
All
and
right.
just paint the biggest, like, eldritch signs he can think of.
Just making them up as you go along.
No,
Fair enough.
Salem,
Yep.
no.
That's
Why
it,
was,
yep.
we had to tone it down. Okay.
They were so thankful for him.
Okay. Now the captain says, in private, he invites you guys all down to his cabin, which would be this room right here. So you could see the cabin. We don't need to move everybody down there, but that's where it is. And he kind of closes the hatch, and it's just you and his first mate, Arrow, and Harsh Knight couldn't fit, so he's just hanging out upstairs. And he says, "All right, tell me the truth. Why are we here? I'm not afraid to know, but I hope it's not to kill the Kraken."
It's not to kill the Kraken.
Okay. Then why are you going here? You trying to find like one of the Kraken's dungeons? I know it has a lot of underwater temples. Am I just dropping you off? You gonna magically air bubble your way down to the bottom of the ocean and like plunder its one of its temples or something?
Actually, no. We're just here to jump aboard a boat and save another giant.
There's a boat in the
Yep.
tempest.
Yep, that's right. It's a magical boat.
Ah. All right. So, how close do you need me to get you to this boat?
Ideally, within jumping distance.
Wow. All right. Do you want me to stick around afterwards? I'm
Well,
assuming.
we would hope it'd be just a get in, grab them, get out, fighting off anything we have to in the meanwhile, and once we're out, we go straight back.
Okay.
If you hear a horn and we disappear, though, you may want to just get the heck out.
That's right.
What will the horn sound? What will the horn sound like?
Wait, I have thaumaturgy. Can I imitate the sound of it? Well, hang on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I would.
sort of like a farty sound. It's like a loud farty sound.
Yeah. Then I would use thaumaturgy to do that.
Okay.
To show him what it sounds like, essentially, just quieter,
Yeah.
I guess, or whatever.
It's like a blap, right? Like a blap kind of sound.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like a
Egan, you
wet
probably
fart.
have 2 more scars because you didn't save yourself from having to blow on that thing.
Yeah. It sounds much better underwater, you've been told, but on the surface it sounds pretty terrible. Okay. All right. He
Okay.
says that sounds terrible, but all right. So if we hear that noise, we get the hell out of there without you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa. If you notice that we vanish when that noise is made.
That's a
Are
lot.
they-
That's a lot to keep track of. All right.
Are they going to be able to see us?
He has a spyglass.
Okay. I mean, would I need a spyglass if I literally am right next to their ship?
Yes.
If I
or,
feel
well,
like, how
mm,
big is this ship?
we don't
Is
know.
it so you don't know. So you don't know if it's a warship or.
Nope.
We know it's been
Brigandine.
drifting
Nope.
in the Tempest, so if it's been drifting, I imagine it
So
may
it could be
not
it could
be
be
manned.
like a war barge. It could be like a whole floating dungeon.
Yep.
Maybe, yeah.
Possibly.
Do you know how to find it?
Nope.
We know it's in the Tempest.
We think it's in the center.
Probably.
Do you want me to we're gonna sail to the center of the Kraken's Tempest.
Yes.
All right.
Imagine telling that tale when you get back to port.
Oh, it's gonna be a good tale. Now I'm doing this pro bono, obviously, but is there any likelihood that any of the false promises I'm making to my crew could come true? Do you think that there's any way that there could be some sort of fiscal compensation for the efforts and the lives that are being expended?
I'll tell you what. We'll definitely look while we're grabbing the giant up from there. And
So what's so great about this giant? Like, why are we doing all this for a giant? Aren't giants destroying the Sword Coast right now?
If we succeed in this mission, your crew will experience fame beyond your wildest dreams for your part in ending this, like what the giants have been doing all
Alright,
up and down the sword
Before
coast.
anyone says anything else, Crash, can I like take a look around the room and see if I see anything that resembles anything we know about the Kraken Society and or the Murder Bird?
Yeah, sure. Give me a quick investigation as you kind of survey the room. Seems okay. I mean, it seems okay.
But yes, the Kelpie's kiss will become legendary for its role, and wealth will surely follow.
becoming a famous captain of a boat who helped save the world.
So save this giant, save the world. Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Basically.
Wow, is this like the was this like the Elminster of giants?
It's like, imagine if King Azone of Cormyr suddenly disappeared, and Cormyr was like about to wage war on everybody, and then your crew showed up and were like, "Yo, we found the king."
Whoa! This is the king of all the giants.
Pretty much.
Basically.
All right. You see his cat-like eyes light up with money signs.
He might. That's right.
They look like two golden dragons floating in his in a pool of blackness, and he gets a big smile. All right, that's all I need to know. And as he says that, you hear a loud katoosh of lightning and the rolling of thunder off in the distance as the rain continues just pounding on the ship, and the crew up above is yelling and shouting and pulling on all the lines and getting fighting against the wind, and the ship suddenly makes a huge down a cresting wave and then back up as you guys surface into the storm. You can see the tempest, and it is like a physical barrier almost, where normal storm goes into deadly storm. And that is where you are headed the next session.
Nice.
All right. So, next session, you've got to beeline it for the center and see what happens. Oof. Okay. Well done, guys. Well done. Okay. I'll take you back. Do you want to stay on the ship, or do you want to go back to the map?
I like the ship.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll leave you on the ship. Announcements. I don't think I have anything. I need to post the one-shots that I'm running for Extra Life in July, because I guess it's almost July. Oh my god. We've raised like almost $600 so far, which is pretty cool. If anybody is interested, keep an eye out for those. It's a Hero Quest one and a Princess Heist one, and there is somebody that is offering to run a Lost Mines of Phandalin, which by now I think everybody and their mom has played that campaign or that adventure. But if you're interested, I think there's still 2 spots in that group. And then somebody else is running an Avernus game, it looks like. So both of those games look like they're free. So if you are interested, those are in the, I don't know which channel they're in. They're in some channel. Game listings. There we go. In the D&D general games listing should be, yeah, Descent into Avernus and some other thing. Oh, and then somebody else.
Alrighty, guys. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. It's the end of the stream for today.